and then I can send you all a link. Now, if you want to play this link, it's going to be live anyway, but if you want to play this link, then you can go to, if it's easier to download on Google, okay, Google Drive. So I don't know if you guys have got Google Drive, but that's the way you play the links. Sometimes you don't have to have Google Drive, but there'll be some people on Patreon when I've put a new video on there and they can't play it. And I think it's because they haven't got Google Drive. I can't understand why everybody else can and they couldn't. So very, very confusing.
If you have a slow connection,
yeah.
I think if you have a slow connection, it takes so long that the server gives a timeout.
Is that right? Wow. I see. What?
Yeah, the knocking thing again, Ellie.
Oh, I'll just repeat the first word. Okay, I'll just repeat. I'll go, and then yeah. Honestly, my microphone. Why are computer microphones so crappy? You know, it's like the cheapest microphone they can get into a computer. It's like, it's like all about more profit, squeezing a little bit more profit out. So you find everybody has to buy another microphone.
I think some will be working properly, Ellie, but I also think it's too many other things around.
Well, I've got a Dell computer, so it's not a cheap one. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to get on with it. So Vera, if you do get any cards at the end, if I do the reading and then if there's anything at the end that you want to add in, that would be wonderful. I'm sure none of these ladies would mind. Okay, so I'm only doing kind of a few readings tonight because, like I said, I've got to do the astrology later and my voice is already going. So, okay. So, Julie, let's first of all, I want to have a look and see what's going on in your life now, and then we'll do the overview. Okay, so think about your life, think about what's happening, have that enter your mind. Okay. So okay, so yeah, it indicates exactly what you just said. Okay, I want to show you so you don't know I'm just making it up. Look, he's got 2 coins in his hand, and that to me makes a financial decision because it's a pentacle. Okay, so it's kind of like, which way do I go? Do I go in this direction or this? You know, do I carry on doing what I'm doing? But it's like, you know, when it's like, I don't want to keep pouring energy into something that isn't right. It's like when I could be doing something else, you know, I want to. So yeah, there's your crossroads card. 7s in tarot usually means crossroads. Okay, but it has got the feisty kind of female card, my feisty card, which says I'm determined to do whatever I need to do in order to get on, in order to go forward. So so yeah, it's like you're quite focused, you know. It's not indicating that you're kind of dragging your feet or doing anything. So, you know, the universal energy around you is good. Okay. Okay. So to do with relationships and things like that, they're indicating that there may be a complicated relationship around, or something that's happened that has caused you to kind of like rethink things. Do you understand who this relationship is? You don't have to say if it's yours or not, just a yes or.
Yes.
Well, they're saying that, you know, sometimes this comes into play as well. Does that make sense? To do with moving. And then you think to yourself, am I moving to get away from that? Or, you know, so it's yeah, I can see the frequency of what you were saying earlier in the cards here. Okay, it's time to be a bit selfish though. It's time to say it's my turn. Okay, I've got this card. She just looks as if she's sulking. Do you know what I mean? She does, doesn't she? She's kind of like, I want it, I want it now. And right next to it is one of the best cards in the deck, which is the World. Okay, the World card means that it really can't go wrong at this moment in time with putting yourself first. Okay, the World card just indicates it's all going to work out better than you thought. Okay, it's all in there. Okay, conscious mind, you're ready to break free from restrictions that have held you back in your life. And it's indicating that at the moment, there is a feeling of being trapped. I'm trapped here, or I'm stuck. Okay, and my energy isn't moving or flowing. So once again, I want to show you the cards, just so you know, I'm not just trying to make it fit. Okay, so there are chains here. Okay, and these people are breaking free from those restrictions. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, but this is breaking free. And the card with it says, I have been feeling like that. Whichever way I'm going, there seems to be a problem or an obstacle. Okay, so all I'll say is, if you have tried to move and you've looked at places and it all seems as if it's blocking you, then you have to go with it, that the flow of energy isn't going in that direction. Does that make sense? That it's like it should be easy. Does that make sense? It's like, oh, that's perfect. You know, I put my order in, the orders come, and now I'm going to go in this direction. Otherwise, I can see that that is blocking you, you know. So now the boredom and restlessness to do with relationships, I don't know if they're kind of clubbing them in and you're kind of feeling a bit like, I'm fed up of all of them. I don't know if I want to be on my own anyway. But you know, you've got this kind of like, I'm bored, you know, I need something exciting in my life. You know, the Ace of Wands is all that, like this excitement. And this is linking to maybe a possibility of a new relationship in the future. Okay, either that or falling back in love with the person that you haven't been around. Okay, so could be an older relationship. So that's what they had to say about the now. Did you understand it?
Oh yes.
So I'm going to have a look and then give you some overview of, is there anybody kind of in no, you said about house, didn't you? That was your first thing. Okay, so we'll stick to that then. Okay, so I'm just going to concentrate now and give the cards a shuffle, and this is going to be for the next 12 months. Okay, so what the date? So it's the 9th of January today, 2022. Okay, you're ready. All right, so these things haven't happened yet, so it's what's coming up. Okay, so I feel over the next kind of couple of weeks, we've got another 7, and as I said with the other sevens are crossroads. Now you had the 7 of Pentacles earlier, which meant that it's to do with money and finances. So it's like, do I carry on planting my finances in at this particular job or in this particular home, or do I change it and move on? Okay, so that was linked with that decision with the 7 of Pentacles. Now you've got the 7 of Wands, which means that you are ready for the universe to give you something, to give you a challenge. I want to challenge myself. Okay, and that challenge is to do with kind of, I think, all areas. It's like you're ready. It's like you got into 2022 with this rush of energy that you said, this is going to be my year because I'm going to make it my year. I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm going to get on. And that's everywhere. So that could be your home. That could be your spiritual work. That could be, you know, money. It can be family. It's in all directions. So it's really fired up. It is saying that you are around a person who, and I feel with these 2 cards, this isn't, you're becoming more this is my turn. Okay, I'm putting myself on the list rather than everybody else being on top of the list and you getting squashed down of less importance. Just what I mean, my feelings aren't as important. I'll just say I'm fine when I'm actually not. Okay, so rather than that, what you're doing is you're saying, no, I deserve more, but it is causing a little bit of walking on eggshells a little bit in January. Okay, it's like tippy-toeing around other people sometimes, and that's going to get a little bit tiresome. Okay, it's going to get a little bit tiresome in January, and I don't think you're going to be putting up with the drama, if you like. Does that make sense? Of other people trying to say, you know, you're mean, you know, you're saying no to me, you've always said yes, and why is this and why is that? So it's like you're already gearing yourself up, ready to stand up for yourself. Okay, I'm seeing a tearful person around. This tearful person seems as if they are linked with you, linked with a younger person, because I'm feeling a younger energy. So I don't know if you've got younger children or you've got people who are adults but they act like children around you, because what I'm seeing here is that you are having to deal with that. You're having to cope with their unpredictable emotions. You know, 1 minute they're excitedly happy, the next minute they're crying. Does that make sense? Their emotions are right up and down. So I feel that you're going to be trying to help them on a spiritual level, in a spiritual way, okay, in January. So February now. February, I feel that there's a lot of people around you in February, a lot of different personalities. I've got one person around you who tends to put a hard front on. You think that they don't care emotionally, but actually they're quite a softie. They don't like confrontation, okay? So they tend to kind of like keep in their shell, and then every now and again they'll say something, you know, but most of the time they'll keep out of things. Another person who has got, you ask them a question and they get very defensive about why you've asked that question. And this, it's like, you know, I have to watch what I say. Okay, so you've got that person. Do you already know these people?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. So they're going to definitely be around you in February. You've also got another character who can be a little bit controlling. They like to take charge. They sometimes bulldoze their way in a little bit, which makes them a little bit, you know, it's like bossy, that bossy energy. You know, it's like, you know, they think they're helping, but actually they're being a bit rude. Does that make sense with them? So watch out for these characters in February. Okay. I don't know if you're trying to do something on a self-employed basis, but I can see that something may be coming, which gives you the opportunity of this, of earning money for yourself. It's not going via an employer. Does that make sense? It's going directly to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, there could be a chance of love life energy around you in February as well, because I'm seeing mischievous behavior, and you know, you wake up the next morning and think, oh my God, did I really do that? Oh my God, I thought I'd put my past behind me and here it is right now. So it could be a little bit of oops moments, okay, coming up in February for you. Okay. Moving on to March. So March time, outspoken words, and I feel that this is just getting your voice heard, and it is about plans for your future. I feel that this is to do with your ambitions, your goals, your ventures. You are very focused on where you're going, okay, what you're doing, okay, everything is going very well, and you're not afraid to get your voice heard. I can see that your confidence is just growing and building, okay, and it's like you're, and I feel this is to do with your spiritual pathway. You're just giving message, you're just giving your energy. Everything seems to be flowing really well and really easily. Okay, And I feel that it's like you've taken a spiritual leap. Okay, that's what it feels like. You've taken a spiritual leap
No.
and you have said, now is my time. I've done all of the training bit, just what I mean, and you know, I'm gaining confidence and I'm gaining momentum to do with my spiritual work. There is a character around you who is somebody in authority who's being a little bit too dominant around you. So this authoritative figure can be kind of government or boss type person, but you are trying to be patient with them so as not to upset anything. But I do feel that you're going to be building up and maybe having your say. Okay, so it could be that you're going to tell them how you feel about their bossiness. Okay, so yeah, look out for that. Anybody bossing you in March is going to get an earful, I think. In April, there is a little bit of kind of everything. It seems to be that you've got loads of ideas coming at you of what you want to do, but they're all kind of jumbled up, mixed up. So they're asking you to kind of go with one idea, get that flowing, and then add in another one and get that flowing. So they're saying to try not to do everything all at once, because otherwise, and that doesn't mean to say don't try these things, but it, you know, it is like if you wanted to, you know, go professionally to do with your spiritual work, it could be overwhelming if you admit that you're going to do everything. Does that make sense? It might be a little bit. And so I feel that this is going to be, that's my favorite thing. So I'm going to concentrate on that. And then you'll then introduce the other things and the other things and the other things. Or they might just blend and weave. Does that make sense? So, you know, that may be the case. To do with May. Okay, so May, it looks as if somebody from your past that you want to come into your life is coming. Okay, so I have to include that, because sometimes it's like someone from your past and you're going, oh my God, I don't want anyone from my past coming back in. But this is somebody that you do want. Okay, and this person, it's like they haven't been the most loyal person in the past. They have been saying to you, you know, I'm going to promise you this and I won't do that again. And, you know, all of the things that somebody promises when they want to get your attention and they want to come back into your life. Okay. Now you are staying in your bubble of energy and saying, I'm worthy of being treated like a princess. And if you're not going to do that for me, then I'm okay to actually go. I can just cut you out of my life. So you are actually standing up for yourself. You're not just, so even if you go back, okay, with this person, even if that does happen, you are still not going to be putting up with any crap. That's for sure. All right.
Mhm.
So I'm just writing the other people's names down, otherwise I'll forget what order they came in. Okay, that was May, isn't it? So going into June. So June, you're going to be taking that step forward, and I think that is when you may be moving. Okay, in June. Okay, it's June. And it feels as if you are being independent. So you're moving alone, or you're moving, say if you've got children, it will be with them, but it just feels as if you're moving, it's not with a boyfriend or anything, or girlfriend. You're not moving with them, you're moving independently. It does seem to be, do you live near the sea at the moment, Julie?
Yes, like 10 minutes away.
Why is it that I'm seeing you further away from the sea? Because if you can see, I'm sometimes I don't see this, but you can see the sea behind, and I feel as if you're taking a step away. So it could be that you're just moving a little bit further away from the sea than you are now. Okay,
Mhm.
and I've got my moving card. All right. So June, July, they're saying about June, July time. Okay. But I've definitely got moving, okay, around house moving. By this time, June, July, I can see that you are in a, it looks like you're in a relationship at this point. If you're already in a relationship, then it's like you've been trying to work things out. It could be that someone from the past has come in and confused you for some reason, okay? But this is more togetherness I'm seeing here. Wouldn't be surprised. Let me just ask you first of all, before I put my foot right in it. Are you in a relationship at the moment, Julie?
And I'm interested in someone, but I haven't really told them. So not
Okay.
really.
So I'm clear in saying this then, aren't I? Because, so yeah, it looks as if this is somebody completely new. Okay, can you imagine if I said, no, this you might have been with somebody and I'm saying it's someone new. That's not so good, is it? Of saying that. Yeah, that this feels as if you know, this is somebody brand new, but look at this card with it. I've got to say, the world next to the two of cups. So that's somebody new, and you're going to be in a really good place with that. Okay. That doesn't mean to say that there may not be complications, but on the whole, it's good. It looks good. Okay. So going into August, you are, I'm seeing a lot of hard work around you. You're busy. You're very, very busy in your life. You haven't got chance to sit down much. Okay. So it's like you have to steal time in between your busy moments. Okay. It just feels as if you're busy. It could be busy doing self-employment things. So it doesn't have to be horrible busy. Does that make sense? It would be nice busy. There seems to be somebody else around you who is a hard worker. This person is somebody who you are interested in a romantic way. This person is close to you. I feel as if they're linked around your home. It could be that they've either come in and done work in your home, or they've helped you move, or they're, you know, when you go walk into the shop, you always bump into. It's something to do with around your home, is what they're saying to me. This new person, kind of, I would say August to September time. Okay, for you. You've got an important meeting here. This meeting is linking with, I feel it's to do with a job, or to do with an opportunity that you don't want to miss out on. You've got to decide whether you're going to go in that direction or that direction. So it definitely, we've got the crossroads time linking to the Chariot. Okay. And that's my meeting card. Okay. So this meeting card is to do with your future. You do have a dominant person around this, or somebody who is like a leader. So they could be a doctor or solicitor, or, you know, civil servants, something like that. So they've got kind of, you know, when you kind of give them respect because of who they are and what they've done. Okay, so that's September. October time, you're kind of in this, a bit of a tormented energy emotionally. And I do feel as if you've got more than one choice around you to do with love life. Okay, so a little bit of complication there. Okay, I'm definitely seeing study around you, but they are telling me that you're going to be a teacher, a spiritual teacher, okay, in the future. Wouldn't surprise me if it is in 2020, 22, kind of the middle to the end of the year. Okay, there may be some sort of challenge to do with teaching. Do you get a little bit kind of shy to do with speaking? And that might be stopping you.
Yes. Because I'm so used to being a mom and talking to children. I don't talk to adults much. I've been, you know, that's what it is, what it is. I don't see myself like speaking like a manager, how these women CEOs are. I'm not used to that. I'm used to not being a businesswoman. But I know that has to change somewhat because of me being self-employed. That's going to be the only path for me. But I've always been self-employed anyway.
I'm seeing this all unfolding. Your confidence levels are going to be climbing. You know? So by the time you kind of, I don't know, 4 months in, you're going to be looking at your confidence and be going, oh my goodness, look at it. Look at what I've done. Look at how far I've come. So look out for that. October, November. October, November, I'm seeing forms or documents, okay? Now, these forms and documents aren't the nice kind, I'm afraid. They are things that you've got to fill out or got to do, and it all feels very official, but you don't want to do it, you know, so there's a little bit of kind of to-in and fro-in kind of energy there to do with these documents, okay? There are some things that are going to get on your nerves, okay, to do with these documents. They are to do with they're to do with children, because I've got the Empress card, and to me this is around either your children, if you have children, or children, okay? It could be kind of rules and regulations and things that you have to do and put into place. I don't know, it just feels as if it's like, you know, this is very unnecessary is what you're going to be feeling. So November, December, you are dealing with this kind of feeling of, I've got to earn more money. Whatever I'm doing, I've got to decide I'm going to go in. It's like being really centered on knowing where you're going, knowing what you're doing, and knowing how fast you want to get there. Now, this is going to be a good time for you to really push yourself to the limits, okay, to do with your business. It's a time for you to say, I've got to take off my safety blanket, and I've got to trust that my guides know what they're doing. And because they know what they're doing, you know that they're not going to fail you, okay? And by December, I just feel as if, you know, you're going to finish the reading on the Sun. This is kind of, you know, the best card in the deck. Okay, so you will have a boost of confidence. You will be an independent woman. Yes, you will have moved. There will be a relationship, but there will be a chance of 2. And, you know, I'm seeing that you are not so intimidated anymore by other people. That's how I'm seeing you. Do you want to ask any questions?
For this month, do you see me staying in California, or do you see me moving back to Florida?
Well, if you are moving, you'd be moving twice, but let's have a look, okay? Because I definitely saw you moving later on. So let's have a look. Julie move to...
They're both by the ocean, so.
Yeah. But sometimes you might be closer, does that make sense, than other, you know, so it doesn't have to be right away from the ocean, okay? Well, we've got the rerouting card, and we've got the 8 of Wands, which is to do with, it's a movement card as well. Okay, so these two, I always see this one, Queen of Wands, as she plans ahead, and this is her kind of like uprooting maybe, and this is the travel card. So it really wouldn't surprise me. But if you do, you'd be moving twice.
Oh, boy.
I know. Yeah, sorry.
This sounds like a really crazy year.
It's going to be the best year that you've had in a long, long time. But I will say that everybody is going to have an amazing year this year. There's going to be more people meeting their soul partners. This is what my guides have been saying to me. It's like they want the connections because the vibration of earth energy is needing more love. So what better way for love than bringing two people that are meant to be together. Okay, so you know, out of all the readings I'm doing at the moment, that is it's been showing to me in the readings.
Nice.
I've been doing a lot of the 2-hour, the yearly readings, you know, the big ones. So I've been really concentrating on it. It's exciting.
Any other questions?
Is that okay, Julie?
Yeah,
Have you got-
sounds good.
You got anything, Vera? She does.
Well, I decided to get this one out for the first time in a long time. Hold on, I gotta change my video. Video settings, stop mirroring. So these are just message cards. And I asked something about if there was something you can do to, yeah, grow more. And I think with this, that came out in your spirituality also. And the card that came out was this one, Shamanic Drumming. And it says research, shamanic drumming. Research has shown that incoming. That slip of the tongue must have a reason for something. Research has shown that listening to a drum played at 4 to 7 beats per second for 10 minutes will put you into a deep meditative state. Experiment by playing this kind of rhythm with a drum or rattle. Dream using anything that creates a steady, drum. Okay, incoming and dream. I think that we need to get on to it. Drum using anything that creates a steady rhythm. I allow the drumming to transport me into an altered state of consciousness. So I don't know if you have been experiencing anything about dreams or a block on your dreams that you don't remember.
Yeah, I haven't been.
So, and I think that this card then came out that the drumming, incoming dreams, that maybe you're not supposed to remember the dreams you have at night, but when you use a certain rhythm, and it can be anything that gives that beat, that will bring in the dreams you need to know, which will show you what you're gonna do next.
There are YouTube clips as well, isn't there? There's YouTube clips that you can look at. They've got that beat as well. So yeah. Thank you, Vera. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So next lady is Carol. So we're going to be doing Carol. Hello, Julie, and hello, Sue.
And Julie asked Julie Earhart asked, In what line she's in? I think she number because I booked
Fourth.
it the other
You're the
night
f-
with you.
You're the fourth reading. So I've got Carol, then Kiara, and then you. Yeah. And then Sue so far. Yeah.
Okay, I will be back.
Okay, lovely. All right.
Okay, thanks.
So, so Carol, is there any particular area that you want me to look into?
Relationship.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll add in, is there anybody in particular? Because
Yes.
what I can do is use these cards, which give me an overview of what's going on with you and what's going on with them as we go along with predictions in, you know, in the year. Does that sound good?
Okay. Yes.
Mm.
Yes, I'm a twin flame
Ah, yes.
and I want to know, we've been parted since August of 2020, 2020, yes. We've spoke in between, but I want to see if he's ready this year.
Yeah. Okay, I will look into that. Oh, that must be very painful. I know it's painful for me and Greg as well. Being apart, once you've met, it's like that, it's like a magnet that just keeps pulling you and just doesn't go away.
Yeah. No.
But
We've
sometimes-
been on and off since 2011. So this has been a journey, a long journey.
Does he know that he's twin, that he's your twin? Does he know that?
No.
Right.
No.
That's the hardest
I
thing,
told
isn't
him,
it?
but he didn't understand. He doesn't know. He's not awake, I don't think, unless he's waking now. I don't know.
See what these cards say. But okay, just before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to everybody here. So we've got Desiree. Hi, Desiree. We've got Carl. Hello, Carl. Tonia or Tonia. And yeah, you can make an appointment anytime. Valerie and Claire, lovely Claire, hello, and Debbie, Sarah, Cheryl, Jane. So hello to everybody there. Okay. So think about your life now, Carol. Think about what's going on with your life at the moment. Okay, so can he be romantic sometimes? Or is that something that you want? Because it's coming up right in the center of your reading.
That's what I want.
Yeah. Because it's like, you know, when sometimes we remember what they used to be like. Does that make sense? When everything was flowing and when he was open and you was open, there was this romance. Does that make sense with you both being able to do this back and forth? Just
Right.
I mean that, and I think that sometimes you're dreaming of that. Sometimes there are dreams of it. So yeah, you are meeting in your dreams, by the way. My guides have just told me. If you're anything like me, I don't remember my dreams. Although the other day, you know, I've said, Greg has said, you know, you came to me in my dreams, and I've always said, I don't remember. There was something that came in and I remembered. I was right up close to his face. So that's why he only saw my face. And I remembered it. So yeah, that was yeah, so you are meeting in your dream state. Okay. Right. Okay. You can be quite a private person. It's indicating what the High Priestess. So I do believe that you sometimes want to keep out of petty squabbles and arguments. It's like you just don't bother getting involved. So I do feel that you are kind of vibrating on that 4D, 5D energy already a lot of the time. It's like, I don't need to get into the confrontation. I'm just, it's like if there's an issue and I feel that I'm in the, I'll apologize, but I'm not going to get into this to-in and throwing and back and forth energy. Does that make sense to you? Like if there's a family issue or if there's something, it's like I'm not doing the drama. You've chose not to vibrate on that energy.
Yeah.
You have got a lot of dreams. Okay, the wishes are going out there. You do have, I've changed my cards over to the light seers. So yeah, you've got the this is the cord that goes up to the I think if I want to see that as your twin, does that make sense? It's like the cord is here. Does that make sense? It's gone up to the wish. So your wishes are being heard. Okay, they are being heard. Okay, so what I'm also seeing is that you are mending at the moment. You are repairing and mending your heart chakra, your heart energy. Okay, and I feel that you are starting to either join groups or starting to do different things. Would you understand? And to spread yourself into, you know, expanding more, because it's like I want to, you're already in that good vibration, but it's like you're wanting to gain that confidence. You're wanting to kind of spread your wings a little bit. Okay, so in your deep thoughts, it's like I've done enough of the resting bit. I want to get out there now. Okay, so yeah. You do have the World card, which is one of the best cards in the deck, which means that whatever you are worried about is going to get better. Okay, and if there has been battles and things that have been stopping you, okay, from getting what you want, then we do have the World card, which means you'll see a good outcome of, you know, the situation soon. Okay, you are a spiritual teacher, so sometimes you don't realize that you're teaching others by just being. I know that sounds odd, but you know, when sometimes it's like somebody might ask you a question, you don't remember answering that, but you just, it comes through, and it's like my guides have just answered that through me. I didn't know the answer, but my guides did. So I do feel as if there's a lot of channeling and downloads that are coming in for you. Okay, that seems very clear here. You are going to be making some very important emotional choices and decisions. This doesn't have to be just about love life, but it's definitely going to be decisions being made. Okay, so that's what I see for you around you now. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So let's have a look at your future. Okay, and I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and then I'm going to ask you to think about your partner in a minute while I shuffle the other ones. Okay. So now if you can think about your partner now. All right. Okay, so I'm seeing some sort of, I'm seeing a cake and I'm seeing a birthday. Do you know if it's someone's birthday around you in January?
My father, but he's passed now.
That doesn't matter. That's the same way that they give me, whether they're passed or not. They give me just, it's just my way of saying it's a birthday. Okay. They're indicating that you're going to have a lot of recognition. Okay, it's like the hard work that you've ever done in your past is going to be paying off now. Okay, to do with to do with January. January is going to be a time of you being, it's like, thank goodness I learned that, or thank goodness I did that, because now I feel that I'm really able to look ahead. I'm really able to progress now. So it's like things that you learned that you thought were going to be no good for you whatsoever. What's the point of learning that? Why should I do that? It's all going to come out. It's all going to start to emerge and, you know, interweave into your future. It's going to give you that confidence that you wanted. I'm seeing, you know, being ecstatically happy. Okay, it's funny that we've got the drum there. Okay, linking to Vera's reading for Julie there. We've got the drum.
Nice.
Okay, so romance is coming January, February. Okay, I'm seeing a romantic connection. Okay, there will be a sense of needing to make decisions, needing to make choices, needing to decide things. And I feel that there's a little bit of sarcasm around you. Okay, it's a bit like, you know, when you're kind of taking the we in England say taking the mickey. I don't know why, but in America people don't understand it. But it's like, I suppose it's a polite way of saying taking the piss, basically. But yeah, so you're so you're taking the pee. We do that way. You're taking the pee over. It's like, you know, and it's like, yeah, of course romance is coming my way, or, you know, oh yeah, I can see that. It's like you're kind of sarcastically indicating that you don't see it. Does that make sense? I can't see that happening. Okay, so that is kind of going on. But all I can say is we've got the romantic gesture. And we've then got the card that says, and pigs might fly. Up there is a pig flying.
Wow.
We've got emotional choices. So those three cards together are saying to me that, you know, if that happens, it would be a shock, is what the message is. It would be a shock. Okay. So you're deciding to mend that heart. You're deciding to strengthen it. You're deciding to do whatever you can to cushion it. Okay, to cushion that heart. But those affirmations are going out. So if you can push those affirmations out, that law of attraction, if you can push it out to wanting to be loved in a certain way. And what that does is it doesn't put a face on it. It could be that you need to have another relationship. You might need to do that in order to give him time and him the realization that if he doesn't pull his finger out, then you guys are not going to be in the future. So sometimes we need to kind of open up and admit that maybe there is somebody else out there who can give me this romance and can make me feel the way that I want to be, the way that I want to feel. Okay, and if it's not him, it's like it could be later. Does that make sense? He may then come back into your life later. I know that if you've got a twin relationship, that honestly makes you feel sick. The thought of having another relationship with another person. I know exactly what you're thinking. I do. But I am seeing this card, which says that you're putting that out there. Does that make sense? That you want to be, all of these, it's like messenger birds. That's how I see those. And they're all gone. They're going out. Does that make sense? To the universe to say, I need love. I need to be in that love vibration. There is somebody around you I'm seeing. This person is a character who puts a hard front on. They tend to kind of, they act tougher than they are. They're a bit of a softie. It's my Cancerian energy. So I'm not saying this person is a Cancer, but it could be that they just act like it. Does that make sense? Sometimes it's like they don't like confrontation. They tend to walk sideways around situations, you know, that sort of thing. Okay. So so yeah, it feels as if this person is going to be in your life at this time, at this point. Does that sound like your twin?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So obviously he's around you, you know, he is there, you know. I am seeing study, learning, or teaching around you. Okay. Coming into kind of February, March time, I'm seeing teaching energy. I'm also seeing friendships. Okay, solid friendships, friendships that don't break down. These are ongoing. Does that make sense? These are, so whether or not these are new friends or whether or not they're old friends, I just see that you're in a friendship bubble, okay, of people that are on your wavelength, that you understand, they understand you. Okay. I'm seeing some work being done in your house because I'm seeing movement, okay, in your house. They're showing me boxes, okay, linking to that. Now, I've done this before and I've been thinking, oh, they're moving, when actually later on they gave me the feedback and said, you know, you said I was moving in, say, March. Well, actually, I had new furniture delivered. They came in boxes. So sometimes it's that. Does that make sense? And this would have to be a significant bit of furniture. It wouldn't just be, I don't know, a footstool or something silly. You know, it would have to be pretty big, okay? It's significant, all right? All right, so I'm seeing some more fun around you, and I feel that there's a party theme. It's linked with family, okay, or close friends. I'm seeing a get together, and this seems as if this is around, what time is it? March, April time. Okay, so I don't know if it's another birthday or it's just to get together just because, but it's a lovely closeness, and there's a lot of kind of like a dancing energy and a happy energy. That's how it feels. Okay, so lots of good fun, okay, around you. I'm seeing lots of children around you as well. Have you got children in the family, young children?
No, my daughter's grown up.
I don't know, it may be a
You're
pregnancy energy around. So yeah, because I saw
Well, it won't be me.
Normally I don't have the bits
It could
to
be my
work.
daughter.
Exactly. So yeah, they just gave me children, young children, celebration, that sort of thing. That's the message they gave me. Okay. So you're going to have lots of ideas. I don't know if you want to move. Do you? Do you want to move?
Really? Not really.
Okay.
No.
Then it's a conversation that you're going to have with someone else. Then does that mean, because I'm hearing, you know, when it's like someone's talking about where they're going to move to or what their ideas are on why they want to move. I'm hearing that conversation back and forth. Now, there is an energy of somebody being cross or upset, okay, and a bit of anger even, okay. So it could be that this person is saying, I've had enough of what I'm going through, and I need a fresh start. So there's going to be somebody talking like that. Now, like I said, we can make new friends. Sometimes it doesn't have to be anybody you know now, okay, but it's somebody who is around you at that time. And I feel as if I'm going into April, May, okay, at that time. April, May time for you. Okay, so I'm seeing there is going to be some changes of energy in the house, okay, in the house. Now, this to me feels as if somebody is, does somebody live with you at the moment?
No one.
Then I'm seeing somebody staying with you, because I'm seeing someone's energy and they're staying with you, okay? So because there's a lot of emotions going off. Now, looking into your relationship, let's go back to January time. To do with your relationship, you are in that kind of freedom energy of flow, and he is in the I'm holding on to something that is not there. it's like that there's no point to holding on to the past or to do with anything that you don't need. It's like he's stuck on the old path and you're ready to fly into the new path. So I can definitely see that. You can see his card is the holding on card and your card is that inspiration, flying free. Okay, so yeah,
Makes sense.
he's definitely stuck. Okay.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah. moving into February, you're having to trust that your information, it's like, I know we are twins, I know. But sometimes there's this bloody doubt that you're thinking, so why isn't it flowing? What is happening? Does that make sense? So, and I feel this is his card. He's got different belief systems. He's kind of stuck in his bubble and you're stuck in yours. Okay. So
Yeah.
March time, you've got a lot on anyway. So I feel that your life is very full. There's a lot happening. Okay. But I will say that there will be contact. There will be him giving back to you some of the energy that you've been craving and looking for. Okay, so this feels as if there's communication. It feels as if, you know, wasn't that the time, kind of like February, March time, that I saw a romantic gesture? So don't be surprised if there's not something really nice and really special, okay, around him and you. That would not surprise me. Remember I said, and pigs might fly, kind of that card energy came up, didn't it? So yeah, it just feels as if there is, you know, there. Also, he is in the money energy. So has he got kind of like a good job, and, you know, is kind of the material world? Would you understand?
Well, he's retired now.
Has he got that
But-
energy though?
Yes, he
Is that what he
does.
used to do? Yeah.
Yes.
To me, it feels as if it's like he's still in that kind of 3D energy of, you know, money and, you know, wanting more, you know, doing, you know, it's like he might be retired, but he's in this cycle that he needs to get out of, because it's so much pressure on his shoulders. It really is.
Yeah. Boy, did you ever hit that on the nail?
So to do with and I feel as if I'm going into April, May at this point. April, May, like I said to you, that somebody new is going to be coming in. Okay, this new person is going to be like a gift. Does that make sense? They're coming to you. It's like, here you go. You know, that you might have been stuck and now you're not. Okay. Now, he is trying to let go of his past. You may see a change in him. You may see that there is something that he's saying or doing that is acting in a way where he's learning lessons. He's learning his spiritual pathway. He gets it. Okay, so it's not stuck. Okay. And I feel that there is, it's like the cage door is open to you. So it's saying that you're not actually in a relationship. So therefore, if you wanted to step out of your cage and you wanted to meet somebody else or go, it's like it's your prerogative. Nobody is holding you back, you know. And I know that that sounds uncomfortable, but like I said, sometimes it's like if that person isn't ready, but you need more experience, does that make sense, to do with emotions, and you're craving that, then the universe may give you somebody. Just what I mean? Or it could be that, you know, you meet someone else and it's so bloody easy that you think, hold on a minute, was that my twin or is this my twin? It might confuse you totally. It might completely confuse you. But this energy is going out there, okay? And I'm seeing this is going with the flow. For him at this time, he is going into this kind of looking after himself, you know, trying to forgive himself for being the way he is. And I know that he knows that he hurts you. And I know that he knows that he's going to lose you if he doesn't sort it out. Okay. He's definitely got that loud and clear. Okay. I would say by June. Okay. By June, maybe May and June, you're going to see that this is going to be very, I see a change in him. I do see a change in him, definitely. Okay, for you, you're going with your own flow, you're going with your own direction, you know what you need to do. You feel very energized, okay? There's a lot of confidence around you, okay? You're standing at an obstacle to do with work or money. Now, this may be that you want to do something else with your time. And this could mean that you are, that you've got to take that leap of faith, which you might not be ready for at this time, June, July. Okay, so you've got the Sun card. I love the Sun card, especially in the Light Seers Tarot. Okay, so something that you're doing to do with money or work, I don't know what you do, but this is saying that all of your hard work is now going to be, you're going to be reaping from this. So it's like something that you've done in the past is paying off. Okay, so it's like you've made good choices, good decisions, and now you've got a nice little nest egg, okay, around you. All right. I can see a lot of more communication between the two of you at this time. I'm seeing you meeting halfway. Okay. Now I'm seeing this in a relationship. Now, I'm not 100% sure whether this is him or whether this is this new person, but I definitely see this kind of, you know, this person is open to communication. They're meeting you halfway. You've got as much to give as they have, and it flows very easily. Okay, that's what it's feeling like. Okay. So August time, July, August time, I see that there is some sort of trip that you're going to be making. I'm seeing going away, but it feels like a long distance. You know, when you don't want to go, it's like, oh, this is going to be a nightmare travel. You want to go where you want to go, but you don't want the whole travel bit. This feels as if it's a bit too much. Just, I mean, this travel thing, but you know, it's something that you've got to do. September, October, there's going to be a lot of energy around solidarity to do with women. Are you close to women in your life, either family or friendships?
Yes.
Yeah, because I just love this card too. Isn't that lovely? It just means, you know, and there's a lot of support.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so there's a lot of support. Now, they are showing me some legal or official documents around you that are causing you to get anxious, and it's like I've got to get that sorted out, and I don't really want to, and you know, it's like it's finalizing something. It's finalizing something, and sometimes that can be as simple as that you've bought something and it means it's a contract, or you know, so don't look at it as if it's like a house move, because it might not be, but it's kind of like I'm having to deal with this and deal with that. They are showing me that to do with your skills, you've got more than enough skills to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. Okay, you really do have. It's like these can be spiritual gifts. These can be kind of work energy, you know, like you've learned many different things, but they're all kind of going out there. They're all flowing, okay, at this time. So there's a lot of travel plans as well. I'm seeing lots and lots of travel plans around you. Okay, so September, October, there is a strong past life connection between you and him, 100%. Okay, you two have had many lives together. That's why it feels so familiar. It feels so connected. Okay, and it is a magnetism that you're drawn to. And the reason why you're together is to get through the what you're meant to get through at this point. Does that make sense? It's like, you know,
Yeah.
we're supposed to be together. You might not know. Sorry, he might not know, but you do. Does that make sense? So it's like, you know, whatever time frame that is. But he's going to be feeling very empty because I feel that you've backed off a little bit. Does that make sense? Or you're allowing him to understand what it's all about. Does that mean? It's like, rather than you having to keep telling him, you're saying, go away and work it out. Does that make sense? Or, you know, distance yourself from me so that you can work it out. Because it's like, I don't want to be your teacher. I want you to work it out yourself. There's going to be a chance to, for somebody around you, they're talking about moving or rerouting around November time. Now, there seems to be some bad behavior. And I don't know if you know of a relationship around you that is going through some difficulties. Okay, now this is definitely not yours. Okay, I'm picking this up loud and clear. It's somebody close to you and you're worried about them. And there seems to be that there is going to be some big decisions that are going to be made in October, November time for them. And I felt that their issues had come up before that as well, okay, in your life. So it's kind of overlapping into your life and you're trying to support them and you're trying to be there for them. But it is difficult because it's like it pulls at your heart as well. Okay. So yeah, I'm definitely seeing some more travel plans, getting out there. And they're ended, it is lovely. They're entered on the sun in Julie's reading, and we're ending on the world with yours. Two of the best cards. So,
Nice.
and it's next to the wish. Okay. So there you go. Is that okay?
Oh, that was nice.
Good. Good. Oh. So did you want to ask me
Thank you.
anything?
No, you pretty well covered it.
Good. Good. You know where I am if you need me, though. So
Right, yeah, thank you.
oh, lovely. So it's Kiara's turn now.
Wow.
Hello.
I
Oh,
already
you got
pulled the
another
one.
another card there. Sorry, Vera.
Yeah, again from the
Okay.
message. From the shaman's message, a shaman's path message card. And I pulled it already before Ellie started talking. And it's the talking stick. Do you have any idea what it means, a talking stick?
No idea.
Oh. It says, in a group gathering, whoever holds the talking stick is the one to speak while others listen without interruption until the stick is passed. Create your own talking stick, decorate it, and look for opportunities to use it in a group. Are you listening and speaking with an open, honest heart? I listen respectfully without interrupting to whoever is speaking. So say you do that with children. Usually they start, bop, 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 but you teach them to wait until the other one is done and listen to it. So you can use it in arguments. If they keep on talking through each other, you can say, hold on, I'm going to change this because this is not going to work. You get the whole, they'll probably laugh. But when they try it, that nobody is allowed to speak unless the one is holding it. You can change the whole energy of the conversation. And then you don't have to shout. I scream silently, otherwise I'll wake up the neighbors.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Next.
The next one to come in tonight was Kiara, wasn't it? Am I saying that
Hi,
right? Kiara?
Kira.
Kira, sorry.
Yeah, Kiara's fine. It doesn't matter. Vera.
Yeah.
Look at my little lady.
Hello. Hello.
I think she's not quite sure where the voices are coming from. It's all right. It's okay.
They'll learn when they feel, oh, wait a minute. They're listening. Then I understand. No, we're not. I'm on the other side of the world, girl. I have to fly on an airplane to get to you. So that will take at least a day before I'm even getting close of getting there.
You're in Holland. Are you not in Holland?
Yeah. Or
Oh,
you're in England.
I'm in England. Yeah. Kent.
Well, if I would drive, it will take at least hours.
Take a lot of hours. It would.
Get on that train or on the boat.
Yeah.
I've been in England.
Have you?
Yeah, with my parents. That was 43 years ago.
Ah.
We drove all, well, as far as I can remember, all across England, went to London. Some names I cannot pronounce. Scotland and all that on that, just on vacation. I think we were close to 4 or 5 weeks. And then we were able to get home. And everyone in the car had to signal, okay, we're gonna move to the left lane because there were no lights. We had everything was
No
off.
indicators. No indicators.
No indicators, no
Put your arm out.
brakes, no brake lights, nothing. And my dad parked the car and he was pretty handy. And the next morning he already had loosened the connection to the battery. He pulled open the fuse box. If he wouldn't have had the battery already loosened, we wouldn't have had a car and he would have had to call the fire department.
Oh my goodness.
And then
Adventure
together
then.
with the garage, he made it. All the wiring in the car was renewed. Everything.
That's where you get your talents from, isn't it, Vera? I think that's where your talents of mechanics is, through your dad. Yeah.
My dad worked through the night because the next morning he had to drive 6 hours into Germany.
Mm. Right, here we go. We're going to do Kira's reading. Kira. Okay. So what we've got at the moment, I've just shuffled the cards. We need to take notice. It is 1 hour 23. Okay, just so that you know, 1 hour 23. Okay, so I'm getting a bit of sarcasm around you. Somebody being sarcastic, somebody saying, I told you so. And, you know, would you understand somebody in spirit world who had a really good sense of humor, who poured their heart out?
I don't know about spirit world, but that kind of makes sense in real life.
Okay. I don't know, because
Yeah.
it came to me as a voice to somebody says, I was thinking, is this in the spirit world or is this here?
Yeah.
But they're saying there's a
It's-
lot of emotional overflowing. There's a lot of really rising to the surface of emotions going on around this character.
Okay, so this is a 3D, 4D, 5D situation
Okay.
where there's people in different dimensions.
Yeah.
And so there's
Okay.
very different beliefs. Yes, that's really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you know, when sometimes you have to look at that situation in that in that same energy. Does that make sense? A sarcastic energy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't take yourself seriously. You have to
No.
be able to see both sides. Yeah. Sorry. I think it's just
So-
got some moisturizers gone in my eyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've made her cry already.
That makes sense.
I haven't even started yet. I made her cry already. Do you know what? This is the
No,
only.
I'm not crying, I'm not
no. This is the.
crying.
But this is the only profession that if your client goes out crying, it means that you've touched something that it's
did
it's
a
like
good
I did
job.
my job.
Yeah.
But it's the only one,
Yeah.
isn't it? Otherwise, yeah. So
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. No, that
Okay.
makes total sense. Total sense.
would you understand you've had to keep your spiritual side silent or secret
Yeah.
in the past?
Yeah.
Because I've got my high priestess in the past tense, which is my secrecy card, hidden truths, okay, going on. Okay. Would you understand somebody who's got a very strong opinion and will tell you what they think, whether you've asked for it or not? And sometimes it's very one-sided, You understand this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. There seems to have been some emotional rejection. Does that make sense? They're showing me rejection. But they're saying that emotionally you've had to toughen up to it. That you kind of get
Mhm.
used to it. It's like, where they go again, there's no change there. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel as if you are having to be careful with money, but that might not be because you've got none. It might be because you're saving up for something big. Does that make sense? But they're saying that you're
Mhm.
dividing money into sections, and you're kind of looking at it. I mean, and let's face it, just after Christmas, isn't everybody kind of juggling money? Just what I mean. But I'm seeing, my wrapping up card, my protection card, and it's also to do with spending of money. So it's like maybe you're not spending as much money as you normally would. Does that make sense? Maybe you're just being a bit
Mhm.
careful, just what I mean, around money. There is somebody who you would normally be talking to, but I feel that you've kind of backed away and you've kind of gone into this, I'm not saying anything anymore. I'm done. I don't want to, and I feel the same kind of energy as with what I said with Carol, is that you don't want this bickering, you don't want this kind of getting involved in drama and that sort of thing. You're kind of rising above it. Now, if you don't know about it yet, these cards are coming up in my future. Sorry, in your future. Okay, they're coming up there. So don't be surprised if you don't necessarily know about it. But it is linked with kind of gossip, and it's like, I'm done. I'm not talking to them anymore. I'm done. Or I'm not going to discuss that anymore. Do you recognize that as now?
Oh, that last thing that you said. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
I think it's a big thumbs up from the spirit world, because sometimes we shouldn't, if somebody knows that we're a nice person, that we wouldn't deliberately hurt anybody, and if then there's a misunderstanding and that person gets really annoyed with you, it's like, you obviously didn't know me. You've never known me. How can you get annoyed with me if you know that I would never hurt anybody? So if there's been a misunderstanding, it's purely a misunderstanding. So that's why sometimes we can't get into all of this drama. It's like, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's actually more to do with truths that people aren't ready to hear, that I decided to pull back a bit.
Yeah, that would make sense, because I've got my here, I'm not communicating. And
Mhm.
this is, I've got a lot to say. Does that make sense? But I'm not saying
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, so did you understand that first part?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised at what kind of, yeah, spot on, absolutely spot on.
So is there any particular area that you want me to kind of really home in on for your future for the next year?
I mean, there were a few, but I suppose my top would be my son. Finance and work would be the three main things, but
Yep.
happy to have an overall view as well.
I do cover love, family, work. They're main ones I cover. But I can tune into your son as well. Okay, so what I'll do
Okay.
is one card for you and one card for them, like I did with Carol. Okay, so
Okay.
okay, so if you think about your son now, if that's okay, and this is for
Mhm.
the future. All right. All right, so January time. You know, you said you didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
It's coming up in your future. It's like
Okay.
you're going to say something and then you're going to walk away. There is a particular
really?
person. There's a particular person I'm seeing who is pressing those buttons, and they are pushing you to say something. You know what it's like? They can be too cocky, you know, and they're belittling your beliefs. So it's like you'll be saying something that is quite truthful, and then you're going to leave it to settle with them.
Yeah.
So whoever this person is, I'm picking up that they are kind of a plodder energy, you know. If you imagine a Taurian, I'm not saying they are a Taurian, but if you imagine a Taurian character, Taurus, they like to have their job. They're a routine type of person. They know where they're going. They're a hard worker, but they can be stubborn, and they don't like being pushed to do things, and they don't like being pushed to change their mindset. Sometimes they can be a little bit stubborn. Okay, but remember that a lot of people have their sun, moon and rising, so this may be just a small part of their personality and not necessarily the whole of it. Okay, but
Okay.
yeah, so whoever this person is, you're going to be kind of saying it very clearly about what you're feeling regarding that. So January, February. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for you is you're going to be very inspired to change your life into what it is that you want, to mold it to be. It's like you've got a vision of what it is that you want to do. You've got a vision of your of planning things, of doing things, so that there's a lovely you know, and I feel this could be your spiritual work, this could be to do with your other job, your self-employment. It's like you've got this vision of how well it's all going to go. Does that make sense? It's like I can see my future, and that's what I'm, and believe it or not, that is you manifesting it, is by actually visualizing it on a day-to-day basis. You're actually making that come true. And that's what we need to do in order for any sort of law of attraction energy to start to work. We actually do need to visualize it. It needs to become real, as you know. So for your son is having to learn to trust. There seems to be an issue around trust with your son. And I feel as if there's been a lot of sadness and worry and anxiety, okay, there, which will start to move forward, okay? And as I see it, February, March time with your son, he is feeling as if there's so much on his shoulders, so much responsibility, or he feels responsible, that he is needing to be told that, you know, it's not that bad, you know, don't panic, you know, take things one step at a time. It's like you're having to reassure him to quieten his mind. I mean, I don't know how open he is, but to play meditation music, or to play any sort of music that will calm his levels of mindset down. He just needs to kind of, you know, come down to kind of earth and not chase too far ahead. Okay, that's what that feels like.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, so they're showing me rushing on ahead. They're showing me some sort of travel, okay, that you're going to be doing. Either somebody coming to see you or you going to see them. There is a character around you at this time who tends to sulk if they don't get what they want. They're used to getting what they want. They can be a little bit difficult, I feel sometimes, okay, because it's like they can act like a spoilt brat. They might not be, does that make sense? But every now and again, it's like the world doesn't revolve around you. You know, and sometimes I have to please other people as well as you. So it could be just there's a little bit of temper tantrum energy, okay, which you're not rising to. Emotionally, I can see that you are kind of, you've got a lot of choices and decisions to make. And for some reason, it's over travel or vehicles or moving. So it's something to do with moving on, moving forward. Looking at things in black and white, making decisions on that, deciding what's what, okay? There's going to be some very big changes coming up at the beginning of the year for you, okay? These changes are good changes. I feel that they are planned changes, so they're not just going to come out and bite you on the bum. They are going to be good ones. I feel that there is going to be a time that you're going to have to maybe walk sideways around a situation. It's like I'm seeing two people bickering and not getting on, and I'm seeing you not wanting to get involved and putting yourself in this kind of bubble, and every now and again you'll have to get out and kind of say something, does that make sense, to calm it down. Then you'll go back in your bubble, okay, because it's like, you know, I don't want to get too involved, but sometimes I've got to stick up for the other person who's not getting it, you know.
That's around my son. Yeah.
But I will say that your protective instincts just come out, and there's nothing that you can do about it, you know, as much as he might not want you to. Does that make sense? It's just the way it is. Okay. I'm seeing some legal or official documents around you, okay, and this feels as if it is in I want to say March, April time, okay. And they're saying that this is also about these documents. They can be to do with study or learning, because I've got training. They gave me the word training. So this paperwork and contracts could be to do with, you know, it could be certificate rather than a contract, you know, but it's some sort of official paper or papers, and it is about stepping forward. It's about achieving things that you have worked hard to get to, okay. And it has been an obstacle, it has been hard, okay. So whatever you've been doing, does that make sense, to do with this training or study, it's like you are going to feel very proud of yourself, very, very proud. So you're going to be coming into some money, okay. It's like all of a sudden you've got the opportunity to earn more money, and more money is around you, okay. So that's going to feel pretty good, okay, around May, June time, okay. I can see, okay, they're telling me that in April you should know about it, and the money will come to you May or June, okay. April as well, they want me to go back to April. So April, they're saying that you're going to go through a phase of letting go, and this is letting go of control. And sometimes we have to learn to let people get on with it. And it's like, this is my turn to do what I want to do in life. And sometimes I've got to take a step back, and I've just got to, you know, take control of my life and my destiny and let others kind of do their thing. So I feel that with your son, you're going to be backing off a little bit and allowing him to maybe make a mistake or two, if he needs to. It's like, sometimes I can't tell you what to do. You've got to feel it yourself. And that's going to be the hardest lesson for you to cope with as a mum. It's going to be very tricky for you. But you have got your dreams, you've got your wishes, okay? Kind of May time here, the wishes. There is going to be a pregnancy announcement, okay, coming up in the family or close friends. You're going to find out about a baby. I feel this baby is a boy. Okay. There is a lot of balance there around this baby energy. There's a lot of balance, a lot of love, a lot of contentment. So whoever is having this baby, they are doing really well. Just what I mean, there's a loving energy around this baby, and it's right time, right energy. So it's going to feel great. June, I see that you are going to be breaking free from somebody who's been a little bit spiteful, okay? And I feel that this person is, it's like, there's your family. This person's not your family, but they might have come in to be near your family. Just I mean, so it could be, you know, a person's partner, you know, one of your family's partners, or can you see what I mean by that? So they're not your family. They're kind of like an in-law, but they might not be married. Okay, but this person, you know, when you really don't get on with them, and you want to get on with them, but you're not getting on with them. And that kind of thing there is going to be difficult. But I see that there is some issues that have come out. And partly, you know, you want to kind of say, oh, that's a shame. But partly you're going, oh, thank goodness. Okay, because of these complications. When you know somebody it's like they've got a volatile relationship, or they're in a relationship that is very difficult relationship, and then you kind of step back and go, you know, maybe that's for the best. But you don't tell the other person that, of course, because if you do, then the next minute they're back together, and then you're the one that looks like a complete what's it. So I've always learned not to do that. It's difficult, that one. Okay, so they're saying that you're saving up some money at this time, and this is about going on holiday, getting a break away, May, June time, may even be July, okay, around that time. I feel that you are dealing with everything head on. Does that make sense? It's like you're totally in charge of everything. Just what I mean? It's like, you know, when you've got all the, it's like I see kind of family life as juggling balls. Just what I mean? You're juggling balls or spinning plates. Just what I mean? It's like I'm spinning plates and everybody's plates spinning nicely. Everyone's happy. I've got time for me. I can do what I want to do. And it's like, oh, right, I've got to now spin that plate. That person needs me. And it's like, but you've got it all under control. So I feel as if everything is good at the moment to do with family, to do with kind of people who need you. Okay, so it's all very, very tranquil. Okay, July. August time, I'm going, August time, it feels as if you are you in a relationship, Kira?
Yeah. Yes.
That's good. Because I am seeing, you know, the contentment within yourself. Okay, now sometimes people achieve this when they're on their own, or sometimes they achieve it nicely within a partnership. It means that it's in a good place. Okay, but I will say this complicated relationship energy is definitely around you, and it doesn't have to be yours. Again, I'm picking up this, you know, somebody having a boomerang relationship. 1 minute they're together, next minute they're not. Feels like a teenager. Okay, a teenager relationship. So let's put in a cushion behind my back. Yeah, so there's a little bit of dramaticness about it, but I do feel that you're kind of letting them get on with that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some decisions about your home situation, I feel, to do with relationships. So this is about you and your partner talking about it. Somebody says you and your partner are talking about home life and that sort of thing. And it's like you're having to put up some boundaries, okay, in place. Is your son older? They kind of 18 and up, or?
No, he's 10.
I'm seeing somebody else around you. Have you got a brother? Have you got a nephew or something like that? I'm seeing a male, kind of a teenager male character.
Technically I do. But I haven't seen them in a long time. So.
Well, this could be, because I'm seeing this complication. Does that make sense? A relationship, a complicated relationship,
Yeah.
it's not yours. So it could be that you find out about his, maybe, I don't know. Okay, they're showing me new keys. So these new keys could be to do with a car, either a new car, new vehicle, that sort of thing. I'm seeing it's you spending money. Okay, so lots of money is being spent out, and you know when it's like that's a bit of, you know, you're biting your nails thinking, oh God, you know, can I really afford this? This is the right thing to do. But you know, I do feel that you're not panicked about money so much anymore. It's kind of like, well, money's money, you know. So you know, the initial feeling of when you purchase it, you might feel like that, but I think it will just kind of dissipate, and you'll be able to kind of go, oh well, you know, whatever money I've spent out, I'm bringing it back threefold. So it's like you give out a £10 note, it comes back 30. Does that make sense? So it's like, just keep visualizing this energy. Okay, it's a law of attraction thing. Okay. All right. Okay, so where are we now? August, September. August, September, it feels as though there is, everything seems to be a bit upside down here, and you're trying to smile sweetly, pretending everything's okay and getting on with things. You don't just work for yourself. I don't know if I'm talking about your partner and there being some complications to do with their job or their work, unless you work for an employer.
No, I don't.
You're self-employed, aren't you? Is he self-employed? Then
No.
it could, oh, he's not. Because what I'm seeing is him having to stand his ground to do with job, to do with his job, to do with his, you know, and I've seen that periodically back through the month as well. I saw this kind of financial thing, and they were telling me about it, but they did, it didn't come up in the cards. Okay, so I was waiting for it to kind of come. So there's going to be a little bit of time where it's like he's in limbo, thinking, do I want to stay in this job? Do I want to leave this job? What do I want to do? What's going to be best for me? So there's going to be a lot of kind of that, you know, trying to work it all out, okay, to do with money and business and things. I feel that he's actually too good for that job. It's like he could do something far better than he's doing. And I don't mean this about kind of the snobbery. Does that make sense? Oh, you do better. I feel as if it's to do with his gifts and his talent. So that's what it feels like. So October time, I'm seeing a father figure, a fatherly character, okay, around, and they're showing me the book is open to your future. Okay, this is one of your guides. Okay, one of your guides is like a very wise man. I don't know, I can't remember. We did guides on Monday, didn't we?
We did, and I said monk.
Maybe it's just I'm seeing this very wise man, and it's like he's giving me this information saying you are capable of manifesting so much, as we all are, but they're
Yeah.
saying that this is the time for you to manifest. Go
Yeah.
for it. You know,
Yeah.
be careful what you're saying, be careful what you're thinking. Just what I mean, keep thinking in light-hearted gratitude energy of what you have. Concentrate on what you have, don't concentrate on what you don't have, and life is just going to keep going and going. They are saying that the leadership energy, there's a lot of leadership, there's a lot of kind of you taking charge of your life. I'm going forward, I'm doing what I want to do. I'm seeing your business is growing and growing and growing, to the point where you're going to be having to say, I've got to slow down, I can't do more than I'm doing. Okay, so it's going to be as busy as that. Okay, and they're showing me a lovely gift that is coming to you, something really, it's like an expensive gift is being given to you. 2022, something to do with a really a gift that you wasn't expecting, a gift that is going to be mind-blowing and wonderful. That's all they're saying. They're being a bit cryptic about that, but if it's a surprise, you might want it to be a nice surprise. Okay, you're standing your ground though. You're not going to take any crap from anybody this year, and you're going to be working 2 jobs, okay, self-employment jobs, and 2, okay, and it looks as if you are having to tread carefully, just sort of mean around. And is this to do with this, you know, people that are closed around you? You're trying to be, you can't be as open as you want to be with them.
Yeah, just being respectful of their opinions and beliefs, as well as, you know, knowing what I know in that sense,
Yes.
I think.
Anything you want to ask me?
You said about money changes. I am expecting some money changes around February, March time as well. There's a couple of different money things that I've kind of planned for. So, yeah, a little bit more clarity on that would be amazing.
What time, what period of time? February, March, did you say?
Yeah, I'm expecting something in February, March, and then in April, May. And you mentioned the April, May. Or it might be that it all happens in April, May. Don't know.
I feel that there may be a delay in February, and I'm seeing, yeah, April, May.
Okay.
That's what they're saying.
It sounds like the same thing then. Okay.
We did get a large amount of money. Yeah.
It is large, isn't it? Okay, awesome. Okay, yeah, I think you've covered it pretty much all.
You just let me know if there's any questions or anything. Let me know later, and I'll.
Okay. Yeah,
Just
there
leave each
might
other
be one that I won't ask online.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can do that. We can do
If
it on
that's okay.
Monday, maybe before the Monday class starts, before we
Okay.
start recording it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, wonderful. Yeah, great, thank you.
Oh, lovely. Okay, now it's Julie. It's Julie, and I don't think Sue is having a reading. She had a reading, so you're my last lady, Julie.
I have been waiting.
No, I'm sorry.
I thought I was going to be the first one. I thought I booked it. I got on here as quick as I could when it said Ellie's live. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm the first reading. And then that didn't work out.
I'm sorry, lovely.
Oh, no, it's okay. I've just been cleaning and doing everything I was going to do after the reading. So.
But the other ladies were supposed to be in last week.
Oh, I
see,
see.
as well. So they were supposed to be in last week. And yeah, it got a little bit complicated.
And I tried to do it last week too. So now I understand. Okay, well, it's all good. I'm here and you're here and we're all
So
alive.
what I had to do is make sure that whoever got in, I could flow it as quickly as I could. That's kind of how I did it.
I'm not complaining.
So how have we got? we've got Laith. I like that name, Laith. We've got Lisa. Oh, my friend Bruce. Hi, Bruce. Are you still doing filmmaking, Bruce? You got Wayne and you got Kevin. Okay, so
Full house.
it is, yeah. So
Big today.
so this is quite a good thing. If I've only got this amount of readings, that means my voice will be okay. I think Spirit look after me sometimes. It's like they give me as much as my voice can cope with, and then yeah. So I'll be doing the astrology readings after this. So yes. Okay. Who just went? Somebody went. Oh, Kira. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's going on with you now, and then we'll have a look at the future. Okay. So think about your life at the moment, Julie. That's it. Okay. I'm sorry. Every single reading, it comes up. Every reading. And I know you don't want to, you're trying to move on. And I'm
Yep.
sorry, but it's there again.
He's there again.
Yeah.
Isn't that
So
amazing? Every time.
somebody from your past. Oh, we didn't check in with Vera, did we, for Kira? Did you have a card for Kira? You did. Okay. As she's
She
not
can
here, perhaps we'll do
email.
it after this, and then she can catch up. So if you're watching this, Kira, you've got another little part of your reading
Oh,
after.
She's in the group. She's in
Yes,
the
you
group
can give it to her Monday.
class, right?
Monday, yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody's wondering
I'll
what
take a
Monday's
picture.
about, we're doing a 10-week psychic development course. It started last Monday, and it's running, and it's £5, which works out $7 if you wanted to join in. Let me know and I'll send you the link. Okay, so yeah, you've got somebody from your past around here. This person keeps promising things and then those promises stop. So it's like, you know, and I feel that they desperately mean what they're saying when they make these promises. It's like, I will change, everything will be okay, you know, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And that's the problem. Does that make sense? Because it's coming from their heart, you obviously believe that because they mean it. But the trouble is when someone is saying this, it's like, but are they capable? Are they actually capable? Okay, so that's kind of what helped.
And the answer is usually no, right? He's not.
Well, I can pull some cards on it. Let me
No,
just
you
finish
go
off this
ahead, I'll be
one,
quiet.
and then as they're all shuffled.
Yes.
Okay. So you've had some words, and I feel as if there's been some sort of kind of lots of words exchanged, lots of things that needed to be expressed and got off your chest. So I feel that it could be you just ranting on your own. Does that make sense? I don't know. But it's like Spirit is saying that you've had a bit of a rant. You've had a bit of a rah, just what I mean, going on. Okay, energy. But sometimes we need to do this. Sometimes we, you know, life pushes us to do this. Life just gets annoying. Does that make sense? It just gets so frustrating. Okay, but you are ready to break free. You're ready to say enough is enough. Okay, with the obstacles that you've got up, and I feel to do with this ex relationship. It's like you're nearly at your very end of your patience. Does that make sense? That you're nearly there. And I know that they do keep coming up in your future, but I don't feel that you give as much energy as you did. Does that make sense to it? I feel that you are kind of moving forward, okay, with that. They are showing me, okay, they're showing me money, this large amount of money, and they're also saying that there is a lot of nagging, a lot of, you know, when someone's getting at you and you don't want the hassle of it. So this could be to do with kind of, you know, without saying it loudly, you know what it could be to do with, don't you? Yeah. Okay, so so yeah, it feels as if it's like, you know, I'm fed up of all of this energy coming at me. You see what I mean? And it's like, I'm not the one in the wrong. I'm not the one. I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be fair. Does that make sense? So it's like there's a long feeling here of, it's like whatever I've done in the past, it's like the generosity that you've had in the past, and it's been consistent. It's like it's been chucked away. It's been chucked away, and it's like that is making you feel very kind of angry, and you don't want to feel bitter, but there is this, it's hard for you. I'm feeling that energy of being let down and being tired and, you know, emotionally exhausted by it. Okay.
100%.
There is somebody around who has got a bit of a sting in their tail. Now I've got this independence energy, and I've got this person who is being a little bit defensive. So you ask them a question, it might be an innocent question, but they're kind of being a bit evasive with answering. So do you know somebody like that? Because this feels new energy to me. Is this a new person that you're
Well,
seeing?
it could happen today, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to be seeing somebody today and asking some questions. So it hasn't happened yet, but it could happen.
Yeah.
It's a new energy, new, you know,
Yeah.
newish. Yeah.
It could be the other way around. It could be that they're asking you questions and maybe you don't want to tell them. Does that make sense? Maybe you're the one that's going to be a bit evasive. It's not a bad thing.
It
You
could
know,
very well
sometimes,
be.
yeah. Sometimes we want to be a bit more private, okay, with it. Okay. Sorry, my drinks machine is loud. Okay, so you're juggling my drinks machine is loud next to me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you're going to be saving up and juggling about some money. This looks very much like you are going on a journey or you're traveling. Okay, so you're going on a trip, okay, or you're moving. It's like, but I'm saving money, or I'm putting money by, or I'm kind of working out money, I'm dividing everything. Does that make sense? And sorting things out. So there's a lot of kind of organization skills linked with your future. And yeah, it's like, yes, yeah, so I've seen a lovely holiday around you. This holiday, it does feel as if this holiday is linked to moving. So you're going somewhere and you're kind of in new surroundings, but it's like meeting up with people that you really care about, people that you love. And it's also like a business thing as well. There's kind of like a business meeting energy. So this business meeting can be you looking for a new home. Does that make sense? A new investment or something. Just what I mean? So it's like you've got to do what you've got to do. So you're making the most of where you're going for a holiday, as well as it being useful. So yeah, did you understand all that bit? Obviously you might not know about the travel
Yes.
bit yet, but
I don't know, but I understand it.
right. What would you like to know more about in your future part?
Just what's coming towards me for, you know, like you kind of have been doing for everybody, February, March, April, whatever. What's it looking like?
This is your year, yeah?
2022, baby.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
gonna make it better no matter what boomerang curveballs are thrown at me.
The thing is,
It's gonna be better than last year.
you've done a lot of the prep work for you to have that good year, though, haven't you? You've made some very heart-wrenching decisions. You've
Yes,
been
I have.
very true to yourself. You've been, it's like you're not trying to, I don't know how to put it. It's foundations. You've done all your foundation work in 2021. And this
Worked
year
really hard. Yeah.
is all about your focus on you and where you're going.
Yes.
So it's going to be amazing. Which cards do I use?
That's a good question.
Okay, I'm going to go here. Okay, so I'm going to concentrate now on for the next 12 months. Oh. Okay, so it's a time for you looking after yourself. And I know that, you know, you're ready to kind of leap on into your future and everything, but this energy, it's also about you looking after yourself in between. So the reason why it's not going as quickly as you want it to is because they want you to repair. If you got together with somebody and it be too intense, you would probably miss out on the healing process that you need to do, because you'll be pouring all energy into that. So I feel that as much as the frustration is there, it's also good for good news. Does that make sense? It's the way it needs to be. So this person from your past, this character is, we need a kind of a Mr. A and a Mr. B. Shall we do Mr. A as an obvious one?
Yes.
Mr. B
Is going to be the past one soon, hopefully.
yes. No, hold on, we've got this the wrong way around, I think.
Wait, okay, so Mr. A is the one that keeps coming back and back and back into the card.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
Mr.
I could do that.
Well, either way you do it, want to do it. And the other one is the one I'm trying to get rid of completely.
I would say that Mr. A with the initial A
Oh, gotcha. Okay, done.
and Mr. B is Mr. B. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So so what I see going on here is Mr. B. Mr. B is going to be either making an appearance, or they are going to be in contact with you, or you're going to hear something about them. So they're going to be definitely on your mind, okay, coming up in January. All right.
Okay.
This is going to be obviously difficult for you, and they are saying that you just keep protecting yourself, okay? Whatever's going on in Mr. B's life, it's kind of like a fake thing. It's not real, it's not reality.
Is he lying, or is he just putting on a show, or he believes it?
I feel that he believes it, some of it. I'm going to say a mixture of the two, because some of it he believes that, you know, but he can't move forward all the time. He's not being honest with himself. Okay, so everything else around him is on very, very tricky ground. So yeah, so it just feels to me as if, you know, you're aware of it. So don't get upset by any kind of fake stories and things like that come at you. Okay.
Yep.
So January time, also we've got your spiritual ability is getting higher and higher. Your intuition, okay, it's like that gut feeling of I just know. Do you have any oracle cards or tarot cards, Julie?
Yeah, I have one set right now and I have another one on the way that I just ordered.
It feels as if it's gonna help you to be picking a card out every day. Does that make sense? It would really help
Okay.
you to, you know, to see where you're going, to illuminate the way.
Yes, good idea. One card a day. I like it.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people kind of coming to you. It's like I'm seeing a lot of gossips. You know, when you just don't want to know. It's like, I just don't want to know. I wish they wouldn't keep coming to me with all this. So
Mhm.
it could be that you need to say to your friends, don't tell me, so that you can move forward.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is going to make you feel so much easier about moving forward if you could do this. You're having a good sort out, a good tidy up. You're rearranging cupboards, you're rearranging drawers, you're sorting out this and sorting out that. And it's as if you're doing it, getting ready to move again. Does that make sense? So it's you might not know exactly where you're going, but you're getting organized for it anyway. So March time, okay, February, March time, we have a character around you who is walking sideways around. I feel this person's energy, I'm seeing them around you from January as well, okay? And this person is being very careful about getting too close to you too soon, okay? They're trying to
Good.
give you the space and the time that you need. They're being gentlemen, really. They're being, they're looking after that, okay? But try not to make it feel as if that they are rejecting you or they are keeping you at a distance, because it's not like that.
Okay.
Does that make sense? They're trying to do it the right way. So if you want things to be different, then you're going to need to tell them. Does that make sense? Yeah.
So if I wanted to move quicker, I should say
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So there's something to do with your and when I say home, I feel as if it's to do with the home and the divorce and things. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. So what they're
And the
saying
what?
to me, there's anger around this. And this is to do with the house, it's to do with, you know, Mr. A. And I feel that
Yep.
this anger and frustration is going to be around you, I'm afraid, in kind of February, March time, around then. And to me, it's as if you are fed up of playing nice. Does that make sense? And I feel that that is going to be changing pretty soon. Okay, it's you're going to be withdrawing kind of certain things. You know, there's going to be a lot of that going on. Okay. I feel that you are smiling sweetly. Everything's good. Everything's moving on. I feel that your spirit guides are around you quite strong. These can be your spirit people that you love, your loved ones in the spirit world. If you need any help, bring them in. They cannot help you unless you ask them. So this indicates that sometimes that's what you've got to do. You've got to say, come on guys, can you give him a nudge? Come on guys, can you make this happen? You know, sort this out. You know, there should be a smooth finish to this. It should just be simple, should just be just to move in the right way. So it feels as if you're going to be communicating quite a lot with your spirit family, should I say. Okay, I think you're giving it a lot more consideration to do with moving around March time. You're going to be looking at different places to live, and this could involve you traveling or going to stay somewhere. Okay, because it's like and you know, I said to you in the now part of the reading, I saw you staying somewhere, but you're also seeing friends. Just what I mean. So you're seeing friends, plus you're looking at, you know, properties and things like that too. Your business is going well. I feel that you are standing your ground over a matter of principle. So this to me feels as if it's to do with a particular business, a particular area of your business where somebody is wanting you to go in one direction and you're saying, no, I said I'm only going to go in this direction, that's it. So it's like you're being very stubborn, but they're going to say to you that you're going to see that that was the best possible way. It's going to work out in your favor because of that. So it's actually going to be very good. There's somebody new around you. Okay, so there's a new relationship, a new partnership here. I feel that this person they travel, just what I mean, unless it's somebody that you already know now, but I'm seeing this person traveling. They go here and here and here. It's like, it feels as if it's like a business thing, you know, or they just like to travel because it's often, okay. I wouldn't say that it, you know, because they haven't been, maybe because it's because of this pandemic thing. It could be that they have been not traveling. Does that make sense? But I'm saying about their typical, their usual is that they usually travel. And I'm seeing this person around you. This person has got a lot of balanced energy. It's like you don't ever see them get cross or irate or annoyed. They're very laid back. They don't talk badly about people, you know, and even people that have been, you know, hateful and nasty to them, there's always a lesson to, it's like they're very spiritual, but they can be, it sounds as if they're boring, but they've got a really good, funny sense of humor as well. And I'm seeing you getting on really well with them. And it feels as if this is kind of April, May, June time, around then. I see that you are going to be getting ready to move at this time, because I'm seeing everything is upside down to do with the move. There is going to be somebody that you would normally talk to and you're not. Okay, so it's like communication's gone down with you or a friend, or you and a person that has been close to you. It's like you're distancing yourself from that person. Let me give you more information about that person.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can take my time a little bit
Emailing
now.
me.
because, you're my last reading.
Yeah,
so,
everybody disappeared. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so this person has got links with the past. Okay, so I see that this is Mr. B. Mr. B
Oh,
is
okay.
going to be around you, and I feel that you are going to be moving away from them. I can see you cutting them off completely. It's like, I am so finished and done with that. It's going to be hard to do, and you're going to be struggling with that. But you know, when you just know, it's like, I'm not prepared to keep on. Does that make sense with that? Okay. But to do with business and money, I feel that there is a lot of investment energy. I'm seeing that there is some battles around money and finances. I'm hoping there's not. I hope it's not that long for you. Okay, that would be not good.
I
So, but that is the, I would say, yeah, May time. June, I feel that there is some secrecy around you and a feeling of kind of being mischievous and naughty. It's like, I don't want to always live by the rules anymore. I think I'm going to push those boundaries out. So you're in one of those naughty energy vibes, and I can see secrecy, like I said, and kind of like doing things that nobody else knows about. But you're having lots of fun in the process, that's for sure. I feel that's June, July time. Yeah, it's like May, June, July. Yeah. Okay, so they're saying also that you are going to be, it's like, if there's any slight obstacles, any complications to do with relationships, you're being very clear about cutting it off. Does that make sense? And not looking back. I don't feel as if you're going to be in the mood of kind of putting up with other people's emotional baggage. It's like, I've done that and I'm not doing that anymore. So it's like you are choosing yourself. It's time to be selfish. It's time to say, this is my turn. And that's the biggest thing that I'm seeing in people in 2022. It is like kind of, you know, this is for me now. I've got to do things for me. So I do feel that things are going to be coming to a head, and they are giving me, they're not being clear on the dates, I'm afraid, but they're giving me May, June, July. Okay, in those 3 months, that is when this, with Mr. A, that's when everything's going to be cleared and done and finished. Okay, but it's going to be around May, June, July. And they're talking about some paperwork. This paperwork will be cleared and done. Okay, and I feel that it's like a transaction. Okay, and sorting out. It's like, and that's finalized. Okay. And then you're able to move on. You're able to look ahead. I feel as if you're feeling very clear about where you're going, what you're doing. Okay, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, which means that moving forward. Okay, I'm seeing, let me see. Okay, there's a character around you at this particular time who's very funny. They're charming. They've got a really good, they make you laugh. They're able to bring out the best in you. This person is wanting to step forward. This person is wanting to get closer to you. I feel that this person's, it's like they're on and off kind of around you. It's like if they pee you off, you're pushing them away. Does that make sense? It's like, that's what I'm seeing. You know, it's like you know, when you've been so patient for years and years, and your patient wears thin now with anybody new coming in, it's like, I'm yeah, it's like you go away until you've sorted that bit out then. And then it's like, but I'm seeing you liking your own company. I'm seeing you being around friends. You've got a busy life. Okay, where you are at the moment is too isolating for you.
Correct.
You're needing to be around people and friends. You're needing to be around the energy of where you know. Okay, it just feels as if you've had to be where you are to heal. You've had to be where you are to get into that balance. But now you're ready. You're ready to spread your wings and you're ready to fly again. And that's why I'm seeing kind of moving, okay, very clearly around you. Okay, this person is really good fun to be around. This person, it's definitely not Mr. B.
Gotcha.
It's somebody else. It's somebody else. So are you seeing anybody who's got a good sense of humor at the moment?
Yes.
Okay.
Could it possibly be the same person I'm going to see again later today? Like the current one.
Yeah.
Very funny. Very funny. And sarcastic. Makes me laugh.
Yeah, because this is what it feels like. It just feels really light-hearted, bubbly. Does that make sense? It's like the banter back and forth.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Able to kind of, you know, not take anything seriously, really. You know, is this the same person where, you know, you was talking about last time I spoke to you?
Yes.
You know, when you're laughing about that as well. You're laughing about kind of when I first met you. Just what I
Yes.
mean, and you're able to. He's teasing you.
Yeah.
And you're okay with that. Does that make sense? Back and forth. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. So you're definitely going with the flow. You're able to enjoy each other's company, you know, and it's like they're able to give you time out and you're able to give them time out. And then when you come together, it's just as easy as it was. That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm seeing recognition for a job well done. So I see that there is some sort of celebration around you. I would say they're telling me August time, August. So do you have a birthday or some sort of happiness in August, or is this something new?
Something new.
Okay, because it feels as if it's like this is what's happening on my celebration. This is what we're going to do. We're going to arrange this and we're going to go here. Yeah, so it's all to do with kind of celebration time and enjoyment.
That sounds
Okay.
good.
September time is all about, you know, finding that independence, being who you want to be. Okay, concentrate on you. The legalities, there is a really good outcome with those legalities. Look at that.
That's important. That's all good.
So look, you've got, I'm happy with me. So you're still feeling very sure of yourself. You've got this legalities energy, you know, that's to do with the legal stuff. And then you've got the Sun card.
That's good.
And we've got the breaking free. So, you know, it is all happening. But
That's in
I don't know.
September.
I know, but I don't know why I'm getting that in September when I felt as if there was a finalization in May.
Right.
Why would that be?
I don't know. I like May a lot better or sooner. Maybe I had to fight in court for a while or something. I don't know.
Well, you've got a good outcome. You've got a very good outcome. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, that's twice now I've had the celebration card. Okay, so in 2 different decks,
I like
I've had
celebrate.
celebration.
Yeah, that's
Okay, celebration. It feels as if somebody is arranging a big celebration. Somebody's arranging a getting out and doing things, and but it's all in the name. You know, when you've got somebody who's either birthday and could even be a divorce party, where you go, you hire a boat and you go and you party, or you go and do this, and it's big, and it's like a big celebration, big you know, lots of laughter, lots of fun, easy go life, you know, and really enjoying yourself. Okay. Again, your psychic ability is just, it's just growing at that rate. Does that make sense? It's just a steady growth of you just knowing things. I don't know how, I just do. I know things. Okay, so you are clearly looking at your future now. I feel that you've got some things that you want to do. There's going to be some discussions and talks about buying a property and either doing it up or improving it in some way, and making money on it, and then buying something, selling that, and then buying something else. I feel that there may be something to do with property and making money out of properties. They're showing me this wonderful turnaround of good income, and they're showing this in a very big way. And I feel that I'm seeing that this kind of October, November time, okay, there's going to be the start of it. But I heard some conversations before in the year. I am seeing that there is, you know, sometimes there are ups and downs in relationships that just need to be ironed out. But I don't feel as if they get you down as much as they did. Does that make sense? It's kind of like,
No.
you know, when you, like I'm saying, you just go, you get on with your insecurities, and I'm just going to get on with mine, and come back to me when you feel a bit better. Does that make sense? You're just not pandering to it. Yeah, there's definitely some new
No.
business transactions. There's new energy to do with making more money. It's like you're starting a new business, or you're branching off. Does that make sense? Into this new business.
Yes.
Yeah, and I feel that there will be somebody at your side who is quietly there making money with you. It could even be that you both are making money together. It could be that there is a partnership as well as a partnership.
Yep, I like it.
Yeah.
You said that before last week or on whatever day it was.
I felt as if I did. Yeah.
Same thing. I mean that.
Yeah. Do you want to ask anything?
Um. Just on that Z thing about how that caregiver's still there, right?
You know what? You
I,
know that, like, we asked that pendulum, didn't we? We asked that pendulum,
yeah,
and it told a blatant lie. Now that pendulum, remember, I was trying to look for my pendulum. I was trying to look for my pendulum.
yeah.
That pendulum wasn't mine.
Oh,
So I was like, why did that happen? What was that about?
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Did you find yours?
no, don't know where it's gone.
No, no. Well, that's okay. Yeah,
So you want me to,
That's the only
what
thing.
exactly do you want me to ask the cards?
yeah, let's ask the cards. Just, I keep hearing this money thing, and then, you know, the court, or the nagging and the arguing, the home, the house, her house, and the anger. I don't think that's with, it could be with Mr. A, or it could be with this, or both. But then we go all the way into May and then September. So I'm just, you know what I want to know. I think she's making a new will, but I want to know.
Let's have a look.
We need
and
to ask the
see.
same question. Yeah.
Let's have a look and see what they've got to say. Not those cards have been
Yeah.
told. I've not really used those cards. Okay, so let's have a look and see what they've got to say about the Z situation. Okay.
Yeah. And then that'll be it.
Okay, so at the moment there is an obstacle which we know about, which is obvious, isn't it? Okay.
Mhm.
But they are giving me the 8 of Wands, which does mean that there is a clear energy forward. What my guys are telling me is that he goes away, that he does kind of lose his temper and storms out. And so I feel that that's what was happening on the day that I was using that pendulum. That's what they told me. They told me that he wasn't there. But then he must have come back. Because, you know, it was clear.
Yeah, and he's definitely there.
He's got this temper though around him. It's definite
He
temper.
does.
Okay, so I am seeing
Yep.
a celebration energy around this. So there is new ideas, new inspiration here. There is a feeling of, I'm only getting good stuff going on here. You know,
For me,
what we need and what Z needs is to have that tranquility for the rest of her days. That's what she needs. She doesn't need to have what she's got right now.
I agree.
But the cards are saying to me that everything is you're around her, everything is good. There's a celebration energy. Okay, there is ideas going off about her future. There is some concentration on work, on her money. She's planting new seeds and sorting things out. And this is all, they're all happy cards, basically. They're all joyful cards. Okay, and I wondered when it would come in. Okay, so then you've got his energy. Like I said to you,
Okay.
I'm seeing him running off, going. And I'm seeing that he's going to do something Yeah, it's like it's not a nice character. That's all we know. It's just not a nice character.
Okay.
And
No.
there is two sides to this. Yeah, two sides to this. But I've got the Sun card. I've got
And
the
is that
Sun.
for me? Or
Yeah, this is for you. This is for you, Sun.
Okay.
And I've got the Moon. It's like you're not seeing all of the angles. You're not seeing everything right now.
I'm not seeing anything. Yeah.
And we've got the juggling here. Does that make sense? Of money matters and sorting out and concentration of money. Okay, that's what I've got. And just before that, you know, I've got this card which says, you know, he's kind of a very negative person and running away.
I love the running one. That's my favorite card.
Yeah. So
I wish they'd all run.
that's what I see. Look, yeah,
I love
Running
it.
away. Yeah.
That would be great.
So they're kind of still saying the same thing.
Okay. It's the opposite of what the pendulum said. Kind of. Well,
Oh, no,
maybe
the
not.
pendulum, no, the pendulum said he wasn't there. And
Right. He was already gone.
I thought, well, the way that I'm asking it, it's like, I think that he had, at that precise moment that I asked, he had gone. But it was more storming out than gone. He came back.
Or was telling her he was going to leave and then got what he wanted and stayed,
Yeah.
threatening her, probably.
Manipulation, mind control.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I see. Ask Vera. Maybe Vera can pick
Okay.
a card on it.
Vera, you got anything? There she
I
is.
could.
Oh, shit. You were ready for everybody else but me?
Oh, I've been ready all the time, girl.
Okay.
Because the first, this is a message card from the shaman's the path.
Okay.
And it reads on the back, and then I will pick
Okay.
a little card on that one. The higher self is eternal and non-dualistic. It is pure consciousness manifesting as you. So you can train. That's a little advice what comes in. Close your eyes, allow your breath to slow and deepen, and listen closely to the whisper of your higher self. Your higher self has already given you the guidance you seek. Pay closer attention, it says. And then a statement, I am now able to discern the messages from my higher self from that of my ego.
Okay. And then you guys are going to start doing the horoscopes now, huh?
I think Julie, I was answering Julie by text. Yeah, that's fine. I can do your daughter a reading. So I think Julie's daughter wants a reading.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to do any more, Vera. I want her to be able to. I know you guys have to do all those readings for all the signs, right? So go ahead and thank you though. But you can, but I think Julie's daughter, Julie S's daughter, wants a reading right now.
Okay,
Whatever you want to
Julie,
do.
we've got time. This is good.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
We're
I don't
not on a marathon, so.
Yeah.
2
There's
hours
both
and
of them.
38.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's definitely not bad.
So you've been going for 2 hours and 38 minutes already?
I've been doing 7 hours worth, so this is short for me.
Yeah. But you're not done yet. You still have to do all the signs.
It's all right. I'm just going to go tinkle though, if that's okay.
You
I'll
go
be back.
ahead. It was nice to see you. If I don't see you again.
I'll be back.
Okay. What was that? Is that you, Vera?
Yeah,
Take
that was me. That were my cards went flying, but
Oh.
a little bit much.
Huh. Yeah, that's too many. Shuffle amongst those and maybe see what flies out of that little batch.
You get the same idea that popped in my mind. You spoke,
Right?
I thought it.
Right. It's a good idea. Oh, well, there's one right there.
And we were thinking about what these cards pick up on
Okay.
that guy, right?
Yes, yes. Can't see it.
No, I'm moving it slowly.
Oh, inner peace. Does that mean I'm going to have inner peace at one of these days?
Yeah, 'Cause-
Ah,
I also asked my pendulum, and I will go when that shop opens, go back, because I know I ordered a Unikite, and Ellie and I have a discussion because she thinks it's not Unikite. So
Huh.
I'm going to ask them straight away.
I sure don't know.
But it's still working.
And
It
it's
doesn't matter.
It's pretty. Yeah, exactly. As long as it works, who cares what it is?
So yeah, when that inner peace comes,
When does that come? That's I don't like her May and September. That's too far away. My gosh.
I know.
How long am I supposed to take this shit? Sorry
Well,
for children.
No,
listening.
I totally understand that you
Oh,
because
it's been
it's
forever.
been a really, really, really long one.
Like since you've known me. And I knew her before, but you've been hearing it for well over a year. Same old stuff.
Yeah, but some things, oh, that takes so long.
Ugh. I do like the inner peace. I want inner peace. I just
Yeah.
want to win.
This one came out too. Action.
Okay.
So inner peace, and I'm compelled to say that inner peace will create the action. So I think when you do this, that with the higher self, and I
Mhm.
can take pictures of it and send it to you,
Okay.
then with that inner peace, you can create the action you need.
Gotcha. Or it'll make yeah, I gotcha. Then action will happen. Okay. Mm.
Oh my God, I love this.
Okay.
I took the shaman medicine at hand because we were talking about the situation. The first one is purge, and I'm extremely drawn to that purging.
I want to purge. I am purging.
Yeah,
I've been trying to purge.
but it's gonna lead to the feathers restoration. So I think with all the other actions, it's gonna create it's gonna restore something of something that should never be there. And then it's going to be towards
What
the
is-
flute expression.
Fresh.
And I hear the word singing, "Yeah, lady, we've done it." Time frame wise, yeah, that's difficult. But I think with that card, inner peace and action, you can create the action without physically doing it.
Oh, interesting.
It's just setting all
Like a
those,
domino. Yeah.
all these things in motion, put them down, and then you can, yeah, domino is a great idea because you want his house of cards taken down.
Correct.
So maybe it's not just on the legal side, but it's how you gonna put all these domino blocks in place so it takes effect and it's gonna hit the fan.
That's what should have happened a while ago, but yes. I keep seeing the word persevere, persevere, persevere everywhere I go. Persevere. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
100 times, at least 100 times. Persevere. Eh.
because usually that type of people win because they wear another down,
They win. Why?
because they're wearing them down.
Oh yeah, that's completely what's happened. Yeah, of course.
He didn't count on you, girl.
Oh, he knows I'm around. I just haven't done anything yet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You don't think you're not doing anything.
Well, I'm doing things, but I don't know. He hasn't.
Maybe
backed up.
not physically.
True. Oh, that way.
Intention.
Oh yeah, I'm doing things that way. That's for sure. Allie just got prettier. Look at her. She's all dolled up.
Thing.
I see
promise.
lipstick.
I
Thank
put
you
some
very-
extra lipstick on.
Yes, you did.
I put it while you was here just now. What I've got here, I pulled some more cards out on your conversation because I don't want you going away worrying about it. So what I got
Okay.
was, and I asked my guides and I said, why is it taking so long? Why would that be showing
Yeah.
that it's taking so long? And my message was that if you've got two stubborn parties, it's going to take that long. If one of you gives in, then obviously it's going to change things. But it's like one of you has to. And it depends on who is going to do that.
That's in regards to Mr. A.
Mr. A. I do feel as if it can be sorted out quicker. But that means that
Somebody
one
has
of you,
to.
yeah, one of you will give in. Otherwise, it will be
Gotcha.
sorted out in May. Because I remember I said to you in your reading before, I said, I'm seeing an offer of money. I'm seeing a counter. No,
Yes.
they said a counter offer, something to do with counter offer of
Yes.
money. It's like,
Mhm.
you know, so that could be what they mean, a giving in. Does that make sense? A giving in, a meeting halfway. It can be as simple as that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
And I just put all of a sudden it appeared on my mind. And I got the word, we're on it. I asked my wolf tribe.
Oh.
Wolves just keep hunting their prey until the prey cannot continue any longer. So if they breathe down his neck, you get the upper hand.
And that would be about the caregiver. Yes.
Yep.
Got it. See, I am spiritually knowing which people you're both
You
talking about.
are. You are. You are, which is amazing.
I'm getting good.
You are.
So that's what you can use to make him so tired, he loses his guard and he's not able to rebound.
That's what I'm doing. I'm stalling because I don't care. I mean, I want it over, but he's going to give in before I do. But there will be, like Ellie said, there will be an offer and I will counter with whatever. But yeah, that's with something else than what you're talking about. But what you're talking about is the wolves, and I got it.
Let him breathe, that when he wants to rest and think what his next move is, that he'll hear those wolves breathing so he has time to rebound with his thoughts. This is the next thing I'm gonna do.
I hope so.
Can take a while.
Yeah. Well, thank you, ladies.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
lovely.
I'm gonna
That's
go
okay.
pay you right now. huh?
Aw. You take
Well,
care. And you
good
know
luck
where I'm
with
at.
all the.
If you want to ask any
I
questions,
do.
you can just ask. Yeah, just
Okay.
message me. Message me, and you know I will.
Okay. I know. Thank you to both of you, and have a wonderful rest of your morning, night,
Evening. It's
Night.
quarter to
evening,
11 for me, and it's quarter to
evening.
12 in the evening. Yeah, and quarter to 12 for Vera in the
Yeah.
evening.
Well, there you go. I'm sure you'll be on this for probably another 3 hours. Hopefully not.
It'll be a new video. It'll be a new video.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Okay. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, bye.
So hi, Julie again. Hello. Is this Julie's daughter?
Hello, you're on mute. You're on
Mute at
mute.
the moment.
Hi,
Hello. Who am I talking to? What's your name?
Katie.
Katie. Oh, hi, Katie. Hi, Katie. So
And
does
I'll
Julie want to
mute.
ask? Does Julie want to ask her questions first, or what way are we doing this?
I think she'll go first.
Okay.
You'll just, yeah.
Oh, so I forgot to say, what was my guide that was coming through?
They didn't give me any more details than what I gave. Because sometimes when it comes through like that, it's like my clairvoyance is there, but then they don't let me know anymore. It doesn't really help sometimes.
It's
But yeah. So I can't tell you. I'm sorry. What do you
And then I
feel?
was wondering if,
What's your first feeling?
I feel that I have a group of guides and maybe past like a grandma spirit, possibly, that was coming through.
I did feel it was male. That's all I kind of know.
Yes, I do have a male guide.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was thinking is, it said, I wrote down that sometime during the end of next year, you see forms and docs and rules that I'd be signing. I'm trying to figure out a little bit more about that. Because I know with this whole thing going on right now, I have one in school, and I might be taking him to homeschool, and this is his last year at the end of this year, and then we're done. So I'm wondering if it has to do with that.
Okay.
I want to make sure this isn't about forcing anything forced with health.
Yeah.
That's good.
You don't want that, do you? No. You know, you have to opt out of it, otherwise they assume you're in it, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You have to write to them and say, under no circumstances. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so they're talking about, let me put some more cards out a minute, because that wasn't, okay. I don't feel as if I don't think it's got anything to do with kind of education or anything like that at the end of the year. Forms and documents. To me, it's like a love life situation or an emotional situation. It's to do with kind of finding out what, where you stand and what are your rights and what you need to do. Okay, next, it's linking with that.
Oh.
So you're not in a relationship, are you?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
This could mean that it doesn't have to be you directly. You see what I mean? Sometimes it can be somebody around you. Just what I mean? And some changes in their life. You might be supporting them, okay, on their pathway or what they're doing. Okay, but yeah.
So it's something that I don't want to do.
What they're saying to me is that there is going to be a complicated love life situation or a complicated emotional situation. And that could be linking to family, friendships. Okay, but it's got emotions there. There is a character around who's not taking anything seriously when they should do. They should be looking at things a bit more serious. They should be it's like they need to know where they're going in their life and what they're doing, but they're being a bit too frivolous. Okay, there seems to be linking to travel, moving or changes. Okay, we've got here as well. This is all linked around this paperwork here. There is a feeling of emotional choices, having to make decisions, not wanting to upset anybody, but needing to make decisions anyway. There's links with somebody who is trying to be bossy around them, okay, and you're having to be, it's like battle. It's like you've got to battle with this. You've got to get it sorted out. You see, a lot of the things that I'm going to say to you that are going to be happening in a year's time, you're not going to know at this moment what this is, and that's why it's important for it to be recorded. So yeah.
Yeah.
They're also saying it's like there's a lot of changes going on around this situation, and you will be stepping forward onto a clearer feeling, a clearer pathway, that everything will feel better and right. It's like taking charge of a situation, and it's like either filling out documents, writing a letter or an email, getting things off your chest, making sure that everybody knows where you stand, and being open and honest. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting with it.
Okay. Sounds good.
So,
It
here we go. So, Katie, this is for you, okay?
Yes.
So first of all, I'll have a look and see what's going on in your life. We'll go on to your future, okay?
Okay.
So there seems to be a little bit of, I'm seeing a boomerang relationship, you know, where it's like we're together and everything's good, and then we're not, and then we're good again, and then we're not. Now, this could be a friendship, or it can be to do with a partnership. Okay, do you know about this?
Maybe.
This you know, like I said, it can be romantic. It's what, like an on-off relationship, like getting on and then not getting on. Okay, that's what they're showing me. Recently, there's been some outspoken words regarding this relationship, and you've had to be open and honest. It may not have gone as down as well for them. They may not be very amused by your honesty. Okay, but you know, when sometimes it comes out your mouth and you're like, oh dear, I didn't filter that. They've got it raw. I've just told them what I think. I've just told them. Okay, I don't know if you are at school or you're in education or something, but they're showing me education, okay, around you.
Yeah.
Also showing me that you're concentrating a lot and that you are doing really well. Okay, it's like if you're interested in it, you don't mind studying, and you don't mind studying hard. But when something is kind of like a bit wishy-washy, it's like you can, you know, it's like your grades aren't very good. You don't want to study, and therefore you don't put much effort in. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like you're a bit stubborn and you won't just do it just because you want good grades. You'll just be like, no, you know, so it's like you don't mind basically if you fail at it because you're just not interested anyway. Okay. They're showing me, are you a bit forgetful with keys, or is there some issue about some keys? Would you understand?
Not that I know of. No.
Okay. So around kind of this week and next week, just be careful what you do with keys. They're just saying that, you know, sometimes you need to be a bit more careful with them. Okay. I think your mum said that you do live near the sea, don't you? Because I'm definitely seeing you being around the sea. So if you do go to the beach, okay, then make sure that you don't leave the keys in the sand or something like that. They're just showing me this sand. Okay, so it might not happen now I've said it. Okay. Okay, so life is turning round and it does look as if you know where you're going and what you're doing. This just feels as if, you know, you're on a mission. Okay, it's like you know what you want to do. Does that make sense? Career wise, or you are on your way forward. You're breaking free from restrictions that you've had in the past, and you are very focused on things. But there is a leap. Okay, it's like a big change that's coming up to do with your career and your future pathway. So it's like you've done well, but you're going up to that next level. Okay, you're taking it to the next level. Okay. They're also showing me a meeting that's coming up, and they're showing me this meeting is like an interview. This can be for a job or for an opportunity that you've got. Okay, and it's like you've got these, it's like you're in the middle of a situation that you feel as if you've got strict boundaries around you. But with this meeting, those boundaries aren't going to be there. Okay, it's going to be a lot easier, a lot better. Okay, these restrictions. Do you know what this meeting is? Because it is coming up in your future.
No, not yet.
Okay, so yeah, it is coming up in your future, but it's a good meeting and you're gonna do well at this meeting. It's like an interview or something. Okay, so should we do your future? We see what's happening in your future.
Please.
Okay. Right, anything in particular you want me to look into?
Health, friends, career, love,
Everything.
just everything and anything. Yes.
No problem. Okay. I'm just going to concentrate on you to see where we're going. You doodling, Katie? Are you writing or doodling?
Oh no, my mom. Yeah.
Because sometimes I can read the doodles. We actually do study doodle reading. So when you're kind of on the phone or you're doing something absent-mindedly, what do you draw?
Flowers.
Flowers. Yep. That can
Yes.
mean that you want kind of love, you want romance. Yep. What's your mum drawing? Unless it's kind of like, you know, what's she sketching?
So
Her initials.
Okay, her initials. That's about her status. This is about her mindset, about herself. And feeling as if she's important too, you know, making sure that she's important. Now, do you want me to include a love life part of your reading? Like if you've got somebody on your mind, do you want me to tune into them as well?
No,
No. Okay.
I don't have anybody in mind.
Okay. We'll see if anything comes in for you. Okay.
Okay.
We're starting off, the first card out is the Sun. So it's one of the best cards in the deck. Okay, so there's been some nastiness around you. Would you understand some people speaking behind your back or being very negative? Would you understand this linked around friendships, that sort of thing, or acquaintances? Because they're saying that you're going to have the last laugh, that actually it's not going to cause any problems anymore. It's like it's all been sorted out. Do you know about this yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. They're indicating just put your shield up. It's like imagine yourself in the middle of a bubble or the middle of a crystal ball, okay? And then put mirrors all the way around the outside facing out, okay? And what happens is if anybody is negative or nasty towards you, it means that instantly, it's like you'll see them trip over their own feet, or you'll see them, you know, something happen. It's like, well, you sent that to yourself, you know, I'm just the one sending it back to sender. You should have sent it to me. I'm going to give you back that energy. Okay, so it just goes back at them. All right, so yeah, you're going to have the last laugh is what they're saying. All right. Okay. So I'm seeing some frustration over a trip that you want to go on, or something to do with car trip, something like that. And it's like, oh, that's annoying. That's frustrating. So it could be that you've got something planned that can't go ahead. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. I can feel as if there is some new plans that will happen that will be closer to home, that will actually be better. Does that make sense? It will actually go better. All right, so it's like, you know, well, that was disappointing. I couldn't go there, but I've now got this thing going on, which is going to be great. Do you see what I mean? So I think that you're still going to have a good time. All right, that's what they're saying. So that was January.
Okay.
So February to do with kind of study, okay, around you, study. I can see that you're going to be having to spend a lot of time juggling your time about, just what I mean, juggling time, juggling your energy. It's going to be quite difficult to get everything done that you need to get done. But by the end of it, I'm seeing that, you know, when you kind of, you know, you punch your hand into the air and you say, yes, I did it. And I did it well. Does that make sense? So I'm seeing a lot of success. Spirit around you are saying, well done. Your spirit relatives, your loved ones, they're all crowded around saying, we knew you could do it. Well done. Well done. Good news. Okay. So that's around February time. Okay. So February to March now. Okay. Everything seems to be a little bit kind of on hold then. There's not much in the way of changes. You know, it's like things just kind of like wheels turning, but not quickly, you know, so life seems to be a little bit kind of boring, if you like. You are putting a strong face on and saying everything's okay. Part of you is thinking a bit of disappointment, like you're wanting things to be different. And I feel this is to do with kind of your love life, kind of your emotions. You're wanting a relationship, or you're needing to be kind of in that loved energy. It could be that you've got friends who are in relationships, and it's like, you know, not that you're envious, but it's kind of like, I think I could do with that now. That would be nice for me, okay, to have that. Okay. So February to March, you are thinking of starting something that is going to earn you a little bit of extra money. This extra money will come in really handy. And this is where I'm seeing this kind of like interview. It's like a meeting to earn a bit of money, and you're going to see the boss. And I said to you, it's going to go really well. You're going to, you know, fit in perfectly. You are going to be breaking free from certain restrictions. So there's an element of freedom, whereas before it's like, well, I'm stuck with this, or I'm on a limitation with that, and I don't want to be. So whatever's happening around you, there is definitely, it's like having your own money is going to free you up to do more yourself, or to be, you know, independent. Just, I mean, so, you know, that's going to feel really good for you. Okay, because you do want that. You want to be able to have more money for yourself. Okay. So there are some, I don't know if you've got kind of April time, May time, around that. They're giving me the official documents. So this could be anything from study, just what I mean, it can be study. If you've got any exams or anything, kind of, you know, March, April, May time, have you got study then? Like tests?
No, not that I know of. Not yet.
So you may be told about these things, because I'm seeing kind of putting answers on paper and having to analyze things. And, you know, I'm seeing I feel as if you're going to be standing up for yourself, like someone's going to question what it is that you've put down on a paper, but you're going to be able to stand up for yourself. If they say that that's not right, you're going to be saying, actually, it is, because here. So you're going to be given the benefit of the doubt. Does that make sense in this at this time? It's to do with education or school. Okay, so I'm seeing April, May, things are changing, okay, here. So things were a bit standstill. If you remember, I said that nothing much was happening. You was feeling a bit bored and restless. Well, in your personal life now, everything is moving on. You are in a really good place emotionally. You've got my 10 of Cups, which means that you've done a lot of work on yourself. You know that you're a nice person, and that if people don't like you, that's their problem. It's not yours, okay? Because you know that you wouldn't hurt anybody deliberately, that you know who you are, okay? So there is somebody around you who you're trying to get closer to, you're trying to connect better with, and it feels as if they can be a little bit defensive, okay? They try and they don't want you to know too much about them, but part of you is thinking, but they're trying to push me into asking. So it's like, you know, when you can't win, I can't win whatever I'm doing, I can't win. Just what I mean? So there's a little bit of frustration around this person. And part of you will decide, I can't be bothered with these mind games. I'm going to let them get on with it. Just what I mean? It's like, you know, if they want me to ask them something, I'm not going to, and they'll have to come to me and tell me. So, yeah. To do with old relationships, old friendships, there's going to be a reintroduction. That person is coming back into your life. I feel that this person has hurt you in the past, has made you feel bad, okay? And that isn't going to be something that you want a repeat on, okay? So I can see that you're going to be walking forward, being very careful regarding them and regarding what they are, why are they back in your life? What are they doing? Are they coming back to hurt you again, or are they coming back because they genuinely want to be around you? You're going to be in that kind of limbo stage where you just don't know. But because you're not sure, you're just going to be a bit careful. Okay, so this is somebody that you've either fallen out with, or it could be an ex-partner, or it could be somebody that you liked in the past. and they're kind of getting close to you. Okay. May, June time, I'm seeing that you're literally thinking about your career. You're thinking about what it is that you want to do with your life. You're being very focused on that. There's a lot of excitement, okay, in the spirit world about how well you're doing. Okay, there's another meeting or an interview coming up here. You're having to stand up for yourself, stand your ground and not back down. And I feel that the reason why you're doing that, it's like somebody's trying to steer you into saying something that is not true. And within that, you're going to be telling them, actually, that's not how it was. It was like this. So you're being, it's like that is going to win you more respect at this meeting, believe it or not. And it's not because you're being rude. You're just very quietly stating what the truth is. Do you see what I mean? So, and that's going to go well. So June time, there's going to be a new idea. Okay. And this idea is to do with your ambitions again. So it's like you are, it's like, say, this is the career I want to do. And okay, if I'm going to do that career, I've got to arrange for this. I've got to do that. I've got to plan this. You know, this would be handy if I could do that. So it's all to do with these little stepping stones, and they're all being planned by you. So you're definitely making it happen. Okay, you're definitely making it happen. I can see that you're being a little bit quiet to other people regarding you don't want them to know too much about what you're planning and what you're doing until you know that you've definitely got it, until you definitely are doing what it is that you've wanted to do. At that point, you'll then tell people. Okay, but you don't want other people to judge you or to maybe make you feel you're changing your mind. Okay, putting you off. Okay. July time is going to be a clear out time. I think you're getting rid of things. Okay, so this is like you having to sort out of clothes, of drawers, of shoes, of everything. It's like everything. It's like I never wear that and I never do this. It's like you're getting rid of stuff and you're shedding and you're clearing out. I'm seeing this around July time. It does feel as if there is somebody around you who can be a bit blunt with the way that they say things, and they can upset you. And this is because they don't think before it comes out of their mouth. Okay, now this person around you, they frustrate you. Okay, this person, it's like they're either living with you or they come into your home. Okay, so it's around your home. So this person, it's like you once respected them, but you don't now. It's like you look at them now and you think, you know, I just don't like your energy. So yeah, they're not so great around you. So August time, I would say July, August, there's going to be a relationship getting closer to you. This relationship is going to be more, it's like I'm feeling an intensity and a realness about it. So there are strong emotions. I feel that this is going to be the end of saying this is part of your life, and this is going to be a moving on, and there will be no looking back, because it's like you're ready to move on into this new relationship. Okay. I can see, it's like I'm seeing, do you drive, Katie?
I'm learning still.
Because I'm seeing a car around you. They're showing me a car, and it felt as if it was a new car because they showed me the keys for it. Okay, so
No.
but I'm seeing a car. I'm also feeling as if, you know, you're wanting to make, it's like you're wanting to do some safety things first. You're wanting to make sure that everything is right before you drive it. Okay, so yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Who likes everything tidy? Is that you?
Me, I'm a Virgo. Yes.
So you've got, it's like I've got this sorted out and I've got this sorted out and this sorted out. And by the time you finished all of those, you've gone back and sorted out again. Does that make sense? So I feel as if you're always pottering around in your room. Would you understand this?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
And would you understand wanting to get something to do with new furniture that is better storage?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, they're just telling me this. I don't know when it's coming, but it is coming. Okay. There is a character around you at this time. This person makes you laugh. They can be very funny. Okay. They usually are bantering with you, back and forth banter. Just what I mean. And it's like both of you, you're insulting them and they're insulting you, but it's all in the name of fun. Just what I mean, teasing. Okay. I can see that you're kind of spending some holiday time on the beach. You're doing something on the beach. I'm seeing this kind of August time, September time, around then. So I'm seeing lots of kind of relaxation and enjoying yourself. And it's with this person.
Nice.
So I feel that this is a relationship. So you're hanging out in there. So October time, I'm seeing, you know, that you've got some emotional decisions to make. I feel that these are linking to a person who's very tearful, very emotional. Now, I don't know if this is one of your friends, but you're sensing that there's something bigger going on with one of your friends, something that they're not talking to you about. This is quite a serious issue, okay? And what my guides are telling me is, if you sense that something's not quite right, it doesn't have to be disloyal to try and get them some help, even if they're not necessarily asking you directly. Because what you can do is to say, can you please, don't say anything to my friend, but can you keep an eye on them and maybe ask them some questions and see if they'll talk to you. Because I feel that there is something that's flagging up around you that you're thinking, I don't know what's wrong with them, but they're definitely not right. It's like you're seeing a deep sense of sadness, okay, around them. Okay, so it's going to be around October time. Okay, yeah, you're walking carefully around this situation. Okay, you're being very careful. Now, I don't know if this is the same situation or whether this is something else, but I am seeing a pregnancy around one of your friends. I'm seeing a pregnancy, okay? And this is it's gonna make, this person isn't expecting this, okay? They're not expecting this. It's gonna be a bit of a shock to them, okay? This feeling, all right? So I can see you around them. Something's telling me there's two friends. One friend is you're concerned with them and you feel as if you should get them some help. And the other person is, they know exactly what's going on. They don't necessarily need any help. They just need a hug. Just what I mean? But they've got a decision that they've got to make, okay, to do with, you know, what to do for their future. I'm seeing well done, congratulations, because I'm seeing a new job around you. Okay, I'm seeing new job, new work, and everybody's saying, well done, we're so happy for you. You know, that's amazing. That's November time. And they're also showing
Nice.
that you're going to be breaking free from some sort of restrictions that have been around you. These restrictions, it's like, I don't want these restrictions anymore. I'm done. It's like you're pushing down all of those restrictions November time, and you are not abiding by any of it. Okay, I just feel as if I'm done with those. There's going to be some discussions and decisions about rerouting or moving. This is to do with you, or it's to do with, you know, your family. And they're showing me that you've got a couple of options that are in front of you. You could either do this or you could do that. either way. Does that make sense? It's a good choice, good decision. I'm still seeing you in this relationship, and I feel that there's a lot of, it's like being in a good friendship that each one of you understands and wouldn't dream of upsetting. It's a really nice connection I'm seeing. Yeah. So there you go.
Okay.
So you can listen back to this. I didn't know, it's obviously the last reading, so you can go right to the end of this recording, can't you? And what I'll do is
Go to the moment I disappear.
what?
Go to the moment I disappear.
Yeah. Have you got a card that you want to give to?
I was drawn to or told to pull one from the Archangel Animal Oracle. So this is about power animals.
Understand about power animals, Katie?
What was it?
Understand about power animals?
Yes.
The minute when I look at it, I feel this is you. And don't be offended, because you're not a cow, but it's what is represent. Give with unconditional love and grace. Archangels Raphael and Mary. And I
Nice.
feel that whenever you feel a little bit off or you need some guidance, just call in the power animal and sit with it in your mind, and it helps you calm down. Okay?
Okay.
That's it.
No, is that all right?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. It's an
You're
absolute
welcome.
pleasure. Bye everybody who's hanging out on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining us. And I will be back. I don't know if I'm going to do it live or recorded. I'm not sure. What are you doing later, Vera?
Not
Anyway.
much.
I'll contact you. You might be tired. I mean, it is 20 past, what is it? 20 past 12, isn't it for you? So
I found my draining object in the house. I wrapped it in plastic with a big amount of Celtic sea salt, then put a tin foil on it, around it. And I took a nap and I was thinking about certain things. And it was a dog at high speed crossing my ear under my pillow. Whoa! Like a bark. My mind quiet.
playing with Benji in your dreams.
I was awake. It was just a half hour relaxed nap.
Sometimes that can be your higher self and stuff. So I swear we're doing other things with our higher self. Anyway, I'll send you a link, Vera, and then it's up to you whether you join in or not. I'll
How
leave that
long
up
are
to
you think? An hour? Half hour?
I'm going
Hour?
to have something to eat. I'm thinking of half an hour, maybe just have something to eat and I'll come back.
Then I know what I can make or not. But I'll prepare for later.
Right. Bye for now. I'll be coming back later and doing the astrology. Okay. Take care. Bye. Thank you,
Bye.
Vera. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.